this fear that found me is powerless. Sometimes I just don't remember. Oh, when I forget, remind me you never abandon, you find me. No matter what happens, you're holding my heart in your hands. So you're moving when I can't see what you're doing. Your scars have already proven your love cannot be denied. In my life, won't you remind me? The thought of you can be astounding, marvelous and humbling. That the God who holds creation is holding me. Sometimes I just don't remember. Oh, when I forget, remind me you never abandon, you find me. No matter what happens, you're holding my heart in your hands. So you're moving when I can't see what you're doing. Your scars have already proven your love cannot be denied. In my life, won't you remind me? You promised to never leave. You're always here with me. So I'll give my all to you, the one thing I'll never lose. You promised to never leave. You're always here with me. So I'll give my all to you, the one thing I'll never lose. Sometimes I just don't remember. Oh, when I forget, remind me you never abandon, you find me. No matter what happens, you're holding my heart in your hands. So you're moving when I can't see what you're doing. Your scars have already proven your love cannot be denied. In my life, won't you remind me? You never abandon, you find me. No matter what happens, you're holding. You never abandon, you find me.
It's the Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
I suppose we should get going.
Let's go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, good morning. Friday morning. That's right. November 2. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the show. How's your adrenaline level? How we doing? Steve-O's adrenaline.
Oh my gosh.
Is it high or is it completely gone now after your tattoo?
It's through the roof, guys. I didn't sleep at all last night, so it's going to be crazy.
Yeah, Steve-O got a tattoo on his leg. 5 hours in the chair. Woo! I don't know how you do
5
that.
hours.
How do you do that, man? I could never do that.
We watched 2 full movies and then started in on a round of 90s rock alternative.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
You didn't pass out or anything?
No.
See, I could like 3 hours was really my limit. At 3 hours, it was like, oh gosh, I'm a ghost. Okay, I'm out.
It was
I'd, like,
the
pass
longest
out.
I'd ever gone, that's for sure. But it was just, we were having a good time. Erickson's one of my favorite humans.
Just hammering it out.
So we were just laughing, and his apprentice, Jesse, we were having some, we watched a couple movies and just hung out, and all of a sudden it was like, it's been 5 hours. And I'm like, this is no problem. And then I tried to step and then thought I was going to die. So.
Like immediately after the tattoo?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, driving was fun.
Oh, gosh. Should have took an Uber home, dude.
I know.
Gosh.
I know.
Well, go to Steve-O's Instagram and Facebook page. You can check it out.
Yeah, at Steve-O Jeets. That's StevoJeets.
I can't wait for people to see what it is.
You know, the very opening line of the first film was such a great reminder as to why I wanted the tattoo that I got.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we could talk about it.
Go ahead, man. If you want to talk about that movie on the show, I mean, It's your
Well,
your
I
high,
was
bro.
passionate enough about it that I got a tattoo of it, so I'm pretty okay with it.
yeah.
Yeah. I got a Hellboy tattoo.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, there's a lot of
Why would you mark your body like that?
some really unhappy people. on
Jeez,
this.
man.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
What? Wait, you got a Hellboy tattoo?
Yeah.
Who's Hellboy?
He's a character from a pair of films, actually.
Yeah, but well, like, what does he do?
He
like,
came
who
from
is he?
down under.
What is that? Like Australia?
Yes.
He's from Australia.
He came from the land.
He doesn't
down
look
under.
Australian to me. Why is he all red?
I mean,
Why does he have like? Looks like maybe those were horns at one point coming out of his forehead, but they got cut off.
So here's why. Not to get all deeply theological. The very opening line of the film is from Professor Brutenholm, or Professor Broom, as they call him. He's the father of this character. And the film starts off and he says, what makes a man a man? Is it his origins? Is it the way things start? Or is it something else, something harder to describe? And I love the idea that no matter what he was, quote, created for because of his appearance and because of where he came from, people were like, oh, this guy's going to be the ender of the earth and the beginning of the apocalypse.
Yeah.
That was what his father wanted for him, right? Like his creator father, earthly father, if you will. But just because that was where he came from doesn't mean that's who he had to become. He had a choice to make. And what makes a man a man? I love that they go back to that. And that was the opening and the closing of the first film is what makes a man a man. A friend of mine once wondered, is it his origins, the way he comes to life? I don't think so. I think it's in the choices he makes, not how he starts things, but how he decides to end them. And I always thought it was such a phenomenal commentary on the fact that we're not our past, we're not our parents, we're not the choices that we've even made in the past.
That's good.
Or where we came from, or what. It doesn't matter, because God is still shaping and molding us, and we have the choice to change, and we can change. We have the ability to change. Yes, even Hellboy.
Well played.
He can be a hero.
Yeah, bro. That's cool.
And because of that, he's one of my favorite characters ever. So
Wow,
I
that's cool.
I love it. I love it. I love that idea. So because I think it's important, you know. I have a very interesting story about my father who passed away when I was 6 years old, and I always had this baggage that I carried with me, assuming that, you know, this is who I'm going to be, or the baggage of my mom's side of the family. My grandfather was an alcoholic and abusive, and it was, you know, I came from a crazy background, and because of that, you know, it's like this trajectory that you're like doomed to repeat your family history,
Right.
and you don't have to.
Yeah.
You know, through the power of Jesus Christ and his spirit living inside of you, you can make different choices. And it's such a powerful thing. So
It's good, man. I like it. Your past doesn't define your future.
yeah, man. So shout out to Hellboy.
Yeah, good. Yeah. I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful tattoo.
Right?
It looks awesome.
Beautiful.
So there it is.
There you go.
At Steve Ojeets. Go check it out. It's very realistic.
It is.
I tagged Ron Perlman in it because I was like, dude, I got a portrait of Ron Perlman. You know?
Yeah, no kidding,
Let's
right?
tag that dude.
Yeah. That'd be cool if you shared that, right?
Yeah.
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 Phone lines are open if you'd like to chime in. 505-338-3700. Put it in your phones. Put it on speed dial.
Yeah.
We're also live on Facebook and YouTube at Star88FM. Good morning, everybody. And you can text into the show. What's the live line number?
505-585-LIVE. That's 505-585-5483. Tam says, amen, Stevie.
Amen.
Amen.
That's right. All right.
Gento says, dear Jesus, help me change because I can't do it on my own.
Yeah, man. That's true. That is very true. Big show today. Hey, don't forget today, starting at 10 a.m., Heidi's going to be out broadcasting her show. She'll be at the Fiat on San Mateo. Hopefully you guys have been listening and you've gathered up some non-perishable food items and some high-protein snacks, some snack packs for feeding them kids. And if you haven't, I mean, there's grocery stores right next to where she's going to be broadcasting. You can cruise over. It's going to be a drop location where you can take all your food over and feeding them kids. We'll deliver it, make sure the kids get it. We're number one when it comes to childhood hunger here in New Mexico, and we're trying to end that. So be a part of it. 10 a.m. to 2, Fiat, Heidi should be doing her show. Thank you to Automax. A list of items, all the food items, if you want to know what that is, it's up at star88.fm/events. And, yeah, it's going to be cool going on today. Political ad. Man, Bill and I and Jake were watching TV last night, and every commercial break was a political ad. Like the attack ads are in full effect, you know? And we'll talk about that. There's a woman, she's so sick of negative political ads that she runs her own negative ad about negative ads.
Stop it.
That's her right there. She's like, stop it.
Stop it.
Just stop it, guys. She's all fired up.
I'm Linda Messmer.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, my gosh. I can't wait to hear this.
Linda's just sitting at home, and she's just fired up because she has to listen to this garbage.
Oh, dude, it's awful.
Stop it. I'm Linda Messmer, and I approve this message.
I love you, Linda. You're great. Yeah. But, man, they're funny, though. We were just cracking up over some of the political ads. They're so ridiculous. So we'll talk about that. And yeah, maybe there's some political ads of our own. You know? It's voting season. Steve-O got a demonic tattoo, so people are fired up.
Dude, somebody said, Steve-O, my dude, awesome tat and meaning and background. Just one question. Did you cook dinner last night?
Good call. Did you?
No, I did not.
Oh, why not?
I did not. And there was a baseball game happening, and so everybody just got like nachos and stuff for the baseball game.
Excuses.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. I heated up some old Dion's. Does that count? I turned on. We have a toaster oven. We don't have a toaster.
How
we have
much
a toaster
did
oven.
Was Chrissy a part of any of it?
She had already eaten at the baseball field, so it was just for myself. I made me dinner, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess. You know what? Yeah. I know you got to make the whole family dinner.
Oh,
man.
yeah. Chrissy and Kay Peterson are very excited about Thanksgiving this year because they are like, oh, look at that. Bill and Steve are going to cook everything. Can't wait for that one.
Dude, Kay just lit Bill up yesterday.
I'm sure she did. She did.
She can't wait for Thanksgiving when Bill has to cook everything.
Got the same reception when I got home.
Which kind of stinks for everybody else because, like I said, she's the best cook. And so I want, oh my gosh, I don't like turkey. I'm not a fan of turkey.
I'm not either.
And last year, oh my gosh, her turkey was amazing.
That's true.
Seriously.
That's very true.
It's all about how you cook it, man. Are you going to smoke a turkey this year?
Oh, I haven't thought about that. That's a really good idea.
I know, right? Seriously.
All right.
I'm just saying.
All right.
Might be pretty cool.
Yeah.
What's going on with you, Starmy? Anything happening this weekend? Oh, this is crazy. So I was so tired yesterday. I was just exhausted. And so I got home probably about, 1 o'clock. I just stripped down, jumped into bed. I was just sitting there, and my phone rings. And I'm like, oh, who's this? So I didn't answer because I didn't know who it was.
Yeah, of course.
All of a sudden, I get a text message. Yo, it's Scotty. Give me a call back when you get a chance. So I was like, what? Okay, well, I guess I better call back.
Hey, is it cool if I give my brother your phone number? Sorry, I forgot to ask yesterday.
I was thinking he needed my help or something.
Oh, no.
And so I call him back. He goes, hey, yo, so here's the deal. My old lady, she, this is kind of weird, but I bought these tickets to the show at the Sunshine on Friday night, and she can't go. So, I got an extra ticket. So if you want to go with me, and he's just naming the bands off, and I'm like, yeah, okay, that sounds kind of cool. And I'm sitting there going, gosh, man, he doesn't know me at all, does he? Because he's about ready to get severely disappointed when I don't show up to go to this concert with him on Friday.
Yeah.
And
don't do that. Just say no. I for those who don't know, Scotty, it's my brother. He hit me up and asked if I wanted to go.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm like, who? And he told me all the bands and everything, and I was like, And I said, yeah, man, I'll ask Chrissy, but I doubt she's going to be down because I'm already gone on Saturday night for work. And he goes, sure, buddy. Nobody wants to go to the horror punk show with me. I get it. Totally called me out right away, and I was like, yeah, you're right. I don't want to go.
It's so funny because he was trying to sell it. He was like, yeah, so, it's this horror punk show, and, it's the... You remember the Misfits, and it's the singer from the Misfits, and you'll never experience anything like it in your life. And I just wanted to know if you wanted to come with me. And I'm like, you know what? Let me get back to you on that, bro. I got to check, make sure I don't have anything going on with the kids and all that, because it's a big commitment.
Yeah.
I might be Ubering this weekend, and I don't know. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm planning on Ubering tonight and tomorrow, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it, but. It was just a kind of random, and it's like, whoa, what's going on here? Scotty's never hit me up. That's kind of cool. Maybe I should take advantage of this.
Yeah.
Because he's such a good dude.
He is a good dude.
I love him.
He wants to take you to a show for free.
That's cool.
And you won't have to worry about getting into fights because you're with Scotty.
Yeah, exactly.
He'll start and end them for you.
Yeah, but he's the guy that everything always happens
I know,
to.
that's true.
Yeah.
Hey, chime in on Facebook. Jordan did, and he said, please pray for my family. We're going to Pennsylvania for my grandfather's funeral this weekend, so please pray for Jordan and his entire family.
Got it.
Molly chimed in on Facebook and said, good morning, guys. Listening from the hospital. We're having a baby.
No way.
So prayers for Molly, prayers for Jordan.
That's cool.
Prayers for Dex. He's going to a concert with Scotty.
Yeah. All right. We got to take a quick break. Lots to do this morning.
Yep. It's Friday.
It is Friday. Live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. We'll be right back.
For this hotspot, Skip Heitzig says there's one murder we can point back to as the most wicked.
This is the most evil act ever perpetrated by sinful hearts. The killing of the sinless Son of God, the author of life, murdered.
Hotspot. And remember, we've all gotten away with murder.
Murder, we find out from Jesus, doesn't originate with the hands, but it begins in the heart. It is an action, but it is far more. It begins with an attitude towards someone.
Grow in your faith with Skip's reading plans. Search for Skip Heitzig in the YouVersion Bible app. Jesus did the unthinkable. He prayed for his murderers.
Why on earth would you make intercession for transgressors? Easy answer, because transgressors, sinners, need intercession. Prayer. They need it. Murderers need prayer.
Now, lean in for this from Skip.
Mankind's greatest need is God's greatest accomplishment. Forgiveness.
Hotspot.
Pastor Jack Graham and a Star 88 Supernova.
And if you determine to live for God, if you determine to have a heart for God, if you determine to stand for Jesus Christ, there will be always somebody to come along and say, you can't do it. Someone who will say, it's impossible for you to kill the giant and stand for God. But David refused to listen to the naysayers and the negativity that was all around him. It's very important when you determine to live for Christ and to stand for God in your life that you don't listen to the naysayers, to the negativity, and especially that you don't listen to carnal Christians who don't have a heart for God. You listen to God. You listen to your own heart as you've cultivated for Christ.
Catch Pastor Jack Graham, PowerPoint, broadcast weekdays at 10:30 a.m. on our sister station, KNKT.
For so long I carried the weight of my past, crippled by burdens like stones on my back. I thought I had fallen too far from your grace, but you came and showed me the way. When I was lost, so searching, you were the ground beneath my feet. When I was a blind man begging, you were the eyes so I could see. When the smoke was rising up, you were the air
Zach Williams, Survivor. Star 88, 623.
High today.
Yeah.
Gonna be 61 degrees.
Oh, yeah.
Time to get out of bed. Time to get out of bed now. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Yeah, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. What's up, Starmy? Good morning. Facebook Live and YouTube Live. You guys can watch the show. We upload all the shows. You can go back, get caught up while you're working, hanging out. We had Isaiah, little old Isaiah. Not sure how old he is. Looked pretty young, but he was hanging out on his couch this week, watching us on his big screen TV. Appreciate that. Pull up the YouTubes on your smart TVs. Hang out with us. 505-338-3700 if you'd like to call in. Love hearing your voices. And you can text in. What's the live line number?
505-585-LIVE. That's 505-585-5483.
Okay. All right. You know, Halloween just happened. You know, there's so many families that had a great time on Halloween, and then there's others that were party poopers and didn't do anything. I want to give a shout out to a bunch of people. I can't name them all because it's a ton of people. Palos Verdes, California. Have you ever been there? It's beautiful.
No, I never have.
It's a beautiful park.
Sounds lovely.
It's on the coast. It's just south of L.A. There's a UPS delivery guy there. His name is Jerry Bollinger, and he retired this week after 40 years on the job. UPS driver. That's a good living right there.
That is a good living.
Well, the people on his little route that he takes, they love him. This is what they decided to do for old Jerry. About 6 months ago, he started telling customers that his last day would be October 31st. And there's an office on his route where the employees really get into their Halloween costumes each year. So as soon as Jerry walked out, they all decided to dress as him for Halloween. They used his picture and made cardboard cutouts of his face to use as masks. Check this out. Look at this picture. They all have
wow,
Jerry's face. They all bought UPS hats, jackets, made their own. Started with just one office, but then word got out and a bunch of his other customers wanted in on it too. And yeah, he says he's not sure what his plans are now that he's retired, but for now he's just relieved he doesn't have to deal with holiday deliveries for the first time in 40 years. Shout out to Jerry Bollinger, getting those packages on time for 40 years. It's a stressful job, you know? Having to deliver those packages. I was talking to a guy. He had messed up his leg or something on the job, and he couldn't drive a UPS truck anymore because the clutch.
Oh, yeah.
Having to constantly brake and clutch.
Yeah.
He said, you don't think about it, but you're constantly doing that, and it messed up his leg. So,
oh, great.
Yeah.
Why'd I get a manual transmission car?
I'm telling you, dude.
Great.
Yeah.
Going down.
Nah, you're fine.
In a blaze of glory.
It's not like you're doing it 8 hours a day, though, man. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true. That's true.
Yeah, 8 hours a day doing that. Ooh. Plus a UPS truck. Those things aren't easy to drive either. You know, shout out to anybody out there that's worked a job for 40 years. I think that's pretty insane and quite the accomplishment.
Yeah.
Jerry, you deserve to just kick back and relax this holiday season. You know? I totally get the whole what do you call it? The midlife crisis. You know, back when we were younger, it was like you'd hear stories of people in their 40s and 50s that would have midlife crisis.
Yeah.
I totally get it now.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting there calculating, like, all right, I've been doing radio for 20 years.
Yeah.
Okay, in another 20 years, I'm going to be 60 years old.
That's
like,
my life. This
20 years is not, it doesn't seem like a very long time, you know? Like, I've lived in that 20-year little nugget in my life. It's like, in 20 more of those years, I'm going to be 60. That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
I see why people go out and buy Corvettes and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Because you're going to die soon. Good old Jerry's going to die, too, because he's been working 40 years.
Like, if you buy a Corvette and you can't even work a clutch. Oh,
good old Jerry.
Poor Jer.
Yeah, what are you going to do with your life now,
Bear.
Jerry? What are you going to do now?
Oh.
He doesn't care. He's got his pension, you know?
Man.
Good retirement. I mean, that's the thing, right? You want to be able to just kind of do whatever you want, I guess, when you retire.
Yeah.
Hopefully Jerry doesn't just end up on the couch drinking coffee and watching soap operas all day.
Soap operas?
I mean, it doesn't sound like a terrible life, but, I mean...
Soap operas sound like a terrible life.
It's not that bad, actually. They're pretty good.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Victor's still alive.
Oh, wow.
He's come back at least 6 times from the dead.
Mm.
You know? I don't know. It's a weird thing. All you youngins out there, enjoy your life, because mine's almost over. I'm 39 years old.
Okay.
I'm seriously going to die any day.
Wow.
It's like right there. Like 20 years is like a blink of an eye.
I was having a really good conversation with my friend Erickson yesterday because he's been in the tattoo industry for a very long time, too. And then when you hit like a plateau where it's like, yeah, I'm pretty incredible. Like, this is what I've got. He got his master's degree in art. He's pretty incredibly top of the field. Right?
Yeah, he's accomplished.
But that was it. It was like, and then you feel like you've hit your peak. And so he's talked about how he's rejuvenated now because you don't have to get to that place and think that you've made it. He's like, I'm always learning. I'm always growing. I'm always trying new things. And he's like talking to me about the morning show and trying new things with us and not feeling like we've plateaued because there's always places you can go. And you're going to go up or down. So continue to learn and grow. And I was just like, yeah.
That's good, man.
I guess I won't quit tomorrow. What?
Yeah. That's how you got to look at it. And that's where...
It was great.
I'll have moments like that, too, where it's almost like God slaps you upside the head and is like, hey, knock it off. Hey, live for me right now. Hey, this moment right here is precious. Stop looking into the future. Like, you have 20, 30, 40 years left of your life. Like, who cares? You know, just live today.
You convinced Paul to buy a vet, so that's cool.
Paul, dude.
Yeah.
Are we going to go cruising this weekend?
No.
Are you going to get the cherry red?
Nobody needs a two-seater car. It's so impractical.
Yeah, no way.
I'm a
two-seater? There's no kids. No kids allowed. Nope.
I would never want a two-seater.
Did you get the T-tops?
Oh.
Did you get the T-tops?
In high school, my brother may or may not have owned a Miata.
Ooh, a Miata.
It was quite impractical. Yeah. And it didn't make any sense because he was already like, you know, hey, check me out. White Miata.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tam Tam says, I can't wait for retirement. We're going to buy an RV and travel. The kids can have the house.
See, that's the dream. That's what I want to do. But gosh, man, I got no 401k. I got no retirement.
Yeah.
I'm just going to have to work till I die. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah, it's easy. You know, it's no bigs.
I mean, the good news is you might not have to work long. You could be dead tomorrow.
That's true. You know,
we're not promised tomorrow.
Yeah,
bro.
You're right, man.
You know, so
you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully, Cherry inspired us to work hard and look forward to that retirement and do something cool. All right, lots of stuff to talk about.
Yeah,
we're gonna
dude.
tackle some political ads. Of course, Starbucks just released their holiday cups, and people, you know, the past, you know, every year for the past like 4 or 5 years, people have been losing their minds because, well, people always look into things, right? Like, they always can see. It's like you can see whatever you want to see, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what's going on with these. Why is my music fading out already?
I don't know.
Jeez,
What did you press the wrong button?
Yeah, it's only.
Okay.
Geez.
Wow.
All right.
Let's
We'll
take a
talk
break.
about it, and of course, we'll have some fun with some political ads this morning. Chime in. We're on Facebook and YouTube Live at Star 88 FM. Hang out with us. We'll be right back.
Ben Corson considers fear with a Star 88 PowerPoint.
You're going to live twice. And I'm telling you, according to the Bible, when you die, it's going to be awesome afterwards. It's going to be an epic reality. It's like going from womb to world. It's like going from caterpillar to butterfly. It's like watching the Minions movie and then moving on to Star Wars. That's how great the jump is going to be from this life into the next world that God has created for us as children of our Father in heaven because we believe on Him who had sent Jesus. We have passed from death into life. From womb to world. Like, imagine if you were a baby and you like peek out of the womb and you're like, whoa, it's a scary world out there. So you close the womb like curtains back on yourself and you just hide in your mother's womb. And imagine you're a 28-year-old in the womb with a beard. It's an epic experience and you don't want to stay in the comfort zone. Great things will never come from that comfort zone. Like, get out. Don't be a 28-year-old bearded baby in the womb.
That's Ben Corson, a PowerPoint on Star 88.
I keep fighting voices in my mind that say I'm not enough. Every single lie that tells me I will never measure up. Am I more than just the sum of every high and every low? Remind me once again just who I am, because I need to know. Ooh, oh, you say I'm loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I am strong when I think I am weak. And you say I am held when I am falling short. And when I don't belong, oh, you say I am yours. And I believe, oh, I believe what you say of me. I believe the only thing that matters now is everything you think of me. In you I find my worth, in you I find my identity. Ooh, oh, you say I am loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I am strong when I think I am weak. And you say I am held when I am falling short. When I don't belong, oh, you say I am yours. And I believe, oh, I believe what you say of me. Oh, I believe. Taking all I have and now I'm laying it at your feet. You'll have every failure, God. You'll have every victory. Ooh, oh, you say I am loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I am strong when I think I am weak. You say I am held when I am falling short. When I don't belong, oh, you say I'm yours. And I believe, oh, I believe what you say of me. I believe, oh, I believe, yes, I believe what you say of me. I
Lauren Dangle, you say Star 88.
No, you say.
637.
I love that song. High today of 61 degrees.
What's going on in the news today?
President Trump is increasing his rhetoric on immigration.
When they throw rocks like they did at the Mexico military and police, I say consider it a rifle.
The president is under fire for tweeting out a controversial campaign ad.
Break out soon, kill more.
There aren't even racist undertones, there are racist overtones.
I think the point he's trying to make is that the Republican Party is the party of border security.
The gunman in the Pittsburgh synagogue massacre was arraigned. Robert Bowers pleaded not guilty to 44 federal charges. If convicted, he could get the death penalty.
Thousands of Google workers worldwide walked off the job.
They're protesting the company's response to sexual misconduct allegations.
Severe weather remains through the Midwest.
Tornado watches, tornado warnings going on. A line of storms that stretch 850 miles.
The FDA is calling the rising use of e-cigarettes by teenagers a, quote, public health tragedy.
An American Airlines baggage handler fell asleep in a plane's cargo hold and wound up in Chicago.
Officials say the guy was drunk on the job.
Oh, my gosh.
Unbelievable. No, you know what? Totally believable. Welcome to the fallen world we live in.
Oh, my goodness.
But
Welcome
there are
to
good
it.
things happening in our world.
Good things. Like Christmas.
Oh,
All right,
man.
everybody. How are you, Red Man? You think you're sick of all the political negative ads. What about them Christmas ads? They're going to be starting to pop up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's right. Christmas is almost here.
Yeah. I'm glad you haven't,
launched right into it?
Yeah, I really am. I read an article yesterday, and I was like, oh, man. I need to give this to Dex. It's true. It's true. I don't even want to spoil it, actually. I don't know if you got this. I don't know if you got this story or not.
Oh, well, yeah. I didn't get a chance to do it, though. So you go ahead, man. If you
not
wanna...
right now.
You go for it.
Now?
Launch into it.
Just saying.
Because I'm kind of in the spirit of things right now.
Whoa! Love it or hate it, it's that time of year. Christmas music. Pretty unavoidable at this point. Halloween has come to an end. It's November. Just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring, ting-a-ting-a-ling, too. Yeah! Hey, good job.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the deal, bro. Here's the deal. I got some bad news for you Christmas lovers. According to a recent study, it turns out that listening to too much Christmas music is bad for your mental health.
Yeah, okay. I don't know if I believe it.
Stop it.
I'm just saying. I didn't say
Live
it.
from the pits of hell is what it is.
According to the study, when we hear festive music, it puts one thing on our minds, and only one thing: Christmas.
Yeah, everybody!
As well as being bad for our concentration levels, it also has a negative impact on our brains. Say that you are somebody who works in the shops at Christmas.
Yeah?
You have to tune out Christmas music because if you don't, it doesn't stop you from being able to focus on
That's a
anything
good
else.
call.
You're simply spending all your energy trying not to hear what you're hearing.
Actually, you know what? I feel bad for people that would have to work and listen to
Oh, dude,
Christmas
I did
music
that
every
for
day.
years. Worked at Windrock Mall. Shout out to Software, etc. and
Ooh,
GameStop.
Yeah, shout out.
Oh, man. A study from 2005 found that Christmas music mixed with a Christmas scent can put people in a good mood.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, the study said the results indicate that the effects of adding an ambient Christmas scent are moderated by the nature of the background music. In particular, consumers' evaluations are more favorable when the Christmas scent is in the presence of Christmas music.
Okay.
But overall, it does negative things to your brain.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think it's time. I think we launch right into it. Buck and I
Michelle
used to
says
do
this
it.
is all lies. All lies! Christmas music forever! Mark says, I love celebrating me some Jesus' birthday. Paul
Yeah,
says,
man.
I say we celebrate no Christmas music November. Who's with me? Who's coming with me?
You know, it's not bad. It's not a bad idea because, again, every year when we launch right into Christmas after Halloween, I get sick of it 2 weeks before Christmas.
I agree. I would love to. Yesterday, my buddy Shane out in Texas posted this thing on about it being Christmas season. I'm like, yo, listen, friend, you are skipping an important holiday. I loves me some Thanksgiving, man. Thanksgiving just gets skipped right over.
Well, we don't have to skip it.
Turkey day, turkey day, turkey day, turkey day, turkey day, turkey day.
Why isn't there Thanksgiving songs out there besides the Adam Sandler one? You know?
I mean,
Turkey day, turkey day, turkey day,
turkey day. That's the whole song?
That's a good song right there.
Oh, it's still going. Okay.
Turkey day,
turkey day, turkey day, turkey day, turkey day. But it's not Turkey Day yet. It's only the 2nd of November.
That's very true. It's a good call.
Brittany Sherman says, as a teacher, when I hear music, Christmas music, I jump for joy because that means Christmas break is coming.
No.
It gets us through, bro. It gets us through.
Yeah.
That's a good call, Britt.
I get it. I totally get it, guys. I get sick of it.
Everybody says Christmas music okay after Thanksgiving. Trey says that Thanksgiving is her favorite holiday. So I love Thanksgiving.
Yeah. I'm excited
the food,
that, you know, I'm
football.
part of a family now. You know, the Petersons took me in because my parents in Montana, they don't know me anymore. They kind of decided that
funny.
They don't want to be a part of my life anymore. So the Petersons took me in, and I like being around family.
Yeah.
Just kidding, Mom and Dad in Montana. I love you.
Remember the Army on the live line said, I second no Christmas November.
Okay.
Police pass the yams. Police pass the yams.
That's a good turkey song.
Police pass the yams.
I love it.
I'm hungry, please. Pass the yams.
Man.
Yeah, pray for those people that have to work in retail
Mm-hmm.
and listen to Christmas music over and over again. I'm sorry.
Our boy Frito Chris chimed in and said, when I worked retail, I had to listen to Christmas music all day, air day. I felt like I was in a POW camp.
Right? Getting tortured.
Dude, all day, air day. Especially like if you work in the mall or somewhere, like they have these CDs and it's 12 songs.
On
so
rotation.
It's like, yeah, nobody wants to hear the same songs over and over and over. Am I
Oh,
right?
it's Mariah Carey again. Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, it's Jordan Feliz again. Oh, okay.
Jordan Feliz?
Feliz Navidad.
Dun, 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 dun,
Why isn't he taking advantage of that? You know what I'm saying?
This is true.
Come on, Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Get with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's good. That's good advice. Not to jump right into Christmas. On my Facebook page yesterday, I saw a couple of people asking questions on my news feed. They were asking the question, is it too early to set up my Christmas decorations? And like everybody was like, yes, it is.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, Halloween
That's
just happened.
almost 2 months from now.
I know.
Like, gosh.
Yeah, but some people really, I don't know. The decoration thing is, I think, different than the music thing. Because you can enjoy the decorations, especially at nighttime.
See, Chrissy
And I don't
ruined
get
it. This
sick of
last
it.
year, she put the tree up early. I'm going, you don't put the tree up until like Black Friday.
Yeah, that's a good
Maybe
call.
Thanksgiving night is like, that's like you can't put it up before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I think that's probably
Can't.
what people do. The average person probably puts everything up right after Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah.
But some people just want to celebrate it.
I
man.
know.
Some people haven't taken down their Christmas lights all year.
Yeah. If I didn't have a homeowners association that actually made me take them down last year, I'd just leave them up all year. People like lights. Why not?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, Rosalind chimed in on YouTube, youtube.com/star88fm. Good morning. Love your faces. Prayer request for the Starmy. It is our wedding eve.
Ooh.
Praying for warm weather, safe travels for our guests, and that everything goes well.
Nice.
Rosalind, you still have 24 hours. Run. What?
Yeah, I mean, it's good advice, Steve-O. You're full of great advice
you
this
listen
morning.
to Shock Therapy Live?
Yeah,
Just probs and trubs. That's all you're doing.
What?
That's all. What?
Probs and what?
Shrubs, man.
Oh, shrubs?
Trubs.
Oh,
I mean, you're
shrubs.
probably adding
Gotcha.
shrubs too, because you're going to get a
I
house.
thought you said something else there for a second.
Which brings about, like today I'm meeting my claim guy because my roof caved in thanks to all the dope weather lately. What? Shout out to Poor Craftsmanship. What? I'd shout out to the guy that built my house, but that builder went under. I can't imagine why. What?
What?
I'm so mad. Yeah, grown up, homeowner, yeah. 3 places in my house, my ceiling caved in. Water, flooding.
I'm sorry.
And they were like, dude, we're really sorry. When these newer homes are built, they just kind of slop them all together.
Yeah.
So it's like you get these newer homes thinking, oh, yeah, new home. It's new. Nope. Not with houses.
Nope.
In these crazy little suburbs. They just kind of build them up like Legos really quickly.
Okay, man? You feel like you're getting a little fired up over.
I'm just saying.
Something that, you don't have a whole lot of control over.
Yeah, they wrote a book about my builder. It was,
Okay. Let's get back to Thanksgiving.
Yes.
All right, Thanksgiving, guys. 5 foods we're looking forward to this Thanksgiving. What do you think the top food people are looking forward to is, huh? What do you think, huh?
Cranberry sauce.
No, it's not. But I do love me some cranberry sauce.
Like straight from the can.
Yep, I agree.
It better not be turkey. Is it turkey?
No.
Okay.
I don't think a lot of people like turkey. Yeah.
My mother-in-law Brenda, I will love you eternally. She every year gets us a prime rib roast for Thanksgiving.
I love prime rib. God bless her.
We don't do turkey. We do prime rib roast. And I'm like, I love my family.
So you're going to more than one Thanksgiving then?
Well, duh.
Yeah, so that's kind of cool. See, yeah, there's a lot of Americans. They surveyed Thanksgiving trends, and I guess a lot of people are planning on going to at least 2 Thanksgiving dinners this year. Probably because I would imagine you're married.
Yeah.
You're probably going to go to your wife's families. You're probably going to go to, the husband's family, or maybe divorced, mom and dad divorced. I got to go to dad's, and I got to go to mom's.
Yeah.
Probably why, right?
Yeah.
Or it could be just like friends, too. Like I'm in a situation where my family lives 1,000 miles away.
Right. See, my whole family, gone. Yep. And so, except for Scotty. He's not the most festive dude.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So it's easy. I just go to Christy's parents every year. Mm-hmm. Christmas, Thanksgiving, no worries.
And the Petersons, right?
And then that's Friendsgiving. Yeah, we usually do that on Friday. That's like not on Thanksgiving.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's going to be a good one this year, guys.
Friendsgiving is the jam.
It's going to be good.
Okay, wait. So it's the top foods that you're most excited for?
Yeah.
At Chrissy's parents' house, they do this thing where they put mashed potatoes, and then you get the spoon and then you put corn, string beans, green chili, and gravy. Can I just say all of that? Because that's my favorite. You mix. Oh, I forgot the mushrooms. Mushrooms as well. Sauteed mushrooms. So it's.
That sounds awesome.
Mashed potatoes, little scoop of corn, little scoop of string beans, little scoop of sauteed mushrooms.
Yes.
Boom! Green chili all over that bad boy, and then the gravy on top, and you mix it all together.
You're speaking my language right there.
It is my favorite thing.
I'm telling you, I love doing that. I usually do that with all of my Thanksgiving fixins, is I just kind of mash it all together.
Which is weird, because as a kid, I was the guy that segregated everything.
Really?
I didn't know, guys. It was the way I was raised.
Yeah, I get it.
Everything had its own place.
People are looking forward to what the most as far as food?
I'm willing to bet on Dress Has It Right on YouTube, because this is my favorite pie in the universe. Is pumpkin pie number 1.
Oh, I love pumpkin pie, but no.
What?
No.
Oh, I love pumpkin pie.
Me too. It's not really pumpkin either. It's
Dento's
squash.
Like, dude, I second that pumpkin pie. People are chiming in. The pies, definitely the pies. It's not the pies?
Nope.
It's not.
Pie was second.
Pie was second. Number 1, mashed potatoes.
That's right. There's nothing like some, you have to, make the mashed potatoes, but from scratch. Got to peel them bad boys. You got to boil them up. You got to be the right kind of potatoes. Mm-hmm. And you got to put that green chili in there.
Somebody else said, nah, dude, red chili and mashed potatoes. Okay.
Maybe a little bit of lump in there, but pretty smooth. Lots of butter. Love me some mashed potatoes. Tell you what, I look forward to the most turkey sandwiches the next day. On a roll. Gosh, I'm going to gain so much weight. I'm going to gain so much weight, guys.
Probably.
Pie was second. Bread rolls, gravy, green bean casserole. As far as the turkey goes, what do you think? People like white meat or dark meat more?
Dark meat, because it's not dry. You don't die from eating it. That's why I hate turkey.
Yeah.
You have a piece of white meat and you're like,
I agree.
Water.
But yeah, 52% like white meat.
What?
25% prefer dark meat.
Man.
I like the dark. Nice and moist.
I will say the fact that we're even talking about Thanksgiving right now is already making me nervous.
Are you
because
getting
I'm
excited?
Like, no, I'm nervous about Christmas already. I'm like, dude, Christmas presents. What are we gonna get the boys this year?
I'm broke. Kids aren't getting anything this year.
See, that's why I'm glad we do the that you get something you want, something you need, something you'll wear, and something you read. So 4 presents every year. That's it.
That's good.
That's it. Whew. Gosh. Oh man.
Let's see. The top thing that stresses out men on Thanksgiving is what?
Having to eat at the in-laws.
I mean, that's pretty specific.
Oh, okay.
But
you asked the top thing that stresses men out
I'll give
on
it to you.
Thanksgiving.
It's being around family.
Yeah.
What is it for women?
All the preparations, all the cooking.
How weird that you said that, since you said that you're like the cook. You cook everything.
Right, but
so why would you
in
would
an
think
average
that?
household?
Yeah,
where,
I don't understand if you cook all the time. Like, why would you think that? Because Chrissy
that's
doesn't
really
prepare.
backfiring hard already. Already backfiring hard. It's a team effort, guys. See, I usually make the main course, and she makes all the sides.
Yeah.
That's usually what actually happens.
Yeah, you nailed it. Women, it's cooking. That's what stresses them out. But Kay and Chrissy, they aren't cooking this year. No stress for you guys. Bill and Steve-O making that Thanksgiving dinner, which I'm kind of bummed about because it's not going to be as good, but whatever. Let's see. The number one thing we don't want to discuss at the table is
politics.
Of course.
Which is why Friendsgiving every year gets a little awkward with the Peterson.
I went up to Bill yesterday and I'm like, what do you think about Trump?
Oh,
and him trying to pass the law that, if you're born in the United States, that doesn't make you a citizen.
Did he go off on a tangent?
He kind of convinced me that he's,
Yeah.
I went into that conversation thinking, this is one thing I think he's probably going to be against. No, he's not. He's not. He's all for it. Oh, no, this is great.
Dude.
You kidding me?
Yeah, that happens every year in all of my households. My father-in-law, I love Harold so much. And then...
Does he talk politics?
It's just underlying. It's like the underlying theme. Let me tell you. He doesn't have to talk politics. A couple years ago, sitting down at the dinner table, and it's like, you want some tea? And I'm like, heck yeah, I want some tea. Next thing you know, I'm being served Rush Limbaugh's iced tea.
Seriously, he's got an iced tea?
I'm not joking.
What?
So I was like,
what?
Cool, man.
Rush Limbaugh's iced tea.
He really had an iced tea. And it was like him on the tea, like super patriotic, like
oh my gosh,
with his face superimposed over like George Washington.
That's
in
hilarious.
A boat. Now I got to look it up.
Yeah, I kind of want to see this.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Ready? Rush Limbaugh, iced tea.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, it's real.
Oh my gosh.
It's real. It comes in red or blue.
I'm going to get Bill Peterson that for Christmas.
2 if by tea. Do you get it? Do you get it? From tea to shining tea.
Oh my gosh. That is so ridiculous.
I'm not even joking. It was hilarious. I was like, man, I love my father-in-law more than most human beings in the universe because he's just like, he owns it, man. It's like,
oh, Harold,
this is who I am. I'm like, heck yeah, bro. You live it.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well,
yeah.
I know what I'm getting Bill for Christmas.
Yeah, dude.
Seriously. He's going to love it.
This portion of the program brought to you by Dark Meat.
Dark Meat.
You know you want it. You know you want it. Just look in the armpits of the turkey for the Dark Meat. Juicy, delicious.
That's true. What do you want, Bill Peterson? What do you want?
Iced tea on loan from God.
Now I have to get you something different. Okay.
Politics.
Yeah.
No, we're good. Thanks, man. We can save that for Friendsgiving, and I'll still tune out.
Well, what are you saying? Come on.
Hey.
You know? I mean,
I don't care what
why
politics
can't
it
we
is.
have healthy conversation?
You're right. You're right.
That's
You
fine.
should be able
You
to do
guys have
that.
at it.
Unfortunately, most families can't. You
Well,
know?
there's no arguments at the Peterson household because, like, Chrissy, everybody's got the same opinion, so it just cool.
That's true.
So, whoa, we all have the same. So, Steve-O, you're saying you're a Trump
I said
supporter?
you all have the same opinion.
Hey,
Don't you
just said
pigeonhole
it.
me.
We all heard it.
No.
Hey, there you go.
All
Making
right.
America great again.
Oh, gosh. Get out of
Goodbye.
here. Get out.
Thanks, Bill. Love you.
Bye.
All right, we got to take a break. You guys can chime in, be a part of the show. 505-338-3700. We're also live on Facebook and YouTube at Star 88 FM. When we come back, we'll talk Starbucks. They have their new Christmas cups out. Are people freaking out? Find out. Well, it's the political ad season where you turn on the TV and it's just negativity. So we'll talk about that when we come back. And we'll give you the details on where Heidi's going to be for Feed NM Kids next. Hang out.
For over 40 years, La Salita Restaurant has been serving New Mexican food to Albuquerque. From starters like soups, salads, and Cindy nachos to entrees like chili rellenos, burrito de Eduardo, the BOG burrito, and carne adobada. La Salita is friendly to those who are vegan or gluten-free and offers catering, as well as a rewards program at 1950 Wansabo or online at lasalita.com. Star 88 thanks La Salita for their support. Prepare for quite possibly the greatest reunion of all time. Newsboys United, welcoming back Peter Furler and Phil Joel. All the hits with special guest Zealand. Newsboys United at the Kiva Auditorium on Sunday, November 11th. Tickets and info at premierproductions.com. Brought to you by Fill the Gap Concerts.
Tony Evans. This is a Star 88 Supernova.
You're saved by grace. You're not saved by works. In other words, you can't earn your salvation. You can't work for your salvation. If you're here today and you're still trying to make heaven your home through good deeds and going to church and keeping the 10 Commandments and any number of things, then you have not understood the good news. The good news is that you can't earn it, but God will give it away. He says, for we are his workmanship, verse 10, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which he hath created beforehand that we should walk in them.
That was Pastor Tony Evans on a Star 88 Supernova. This is Star 88 at 88.3 FM, KLYT, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, and online at star88.fm.
Let me tell you, oh my friends, about this joy I'm living in. Let me take the mic, go on and testify how I was dead and then I came to life. No more living in the dark of night. Now everything's alright. I've been changed. I've been saved. Brand new day. I've been changed. I've been changed. Tell me why would I turn back now? There's no end to the love I found. Future's bright and there ain't no doubt. I've been changed. I've been changed. All my heartbreak fades away.
changed. It's Star 88. Good morning. Hey, join Heidi. She's out broadcasting live today, guys. 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. She's going to be at the Fiat on San Mateo for Feed NM Kids. That's right. We're number one when it comes to childhood hunger here in America. That's unacceptable. We're trying to do something about it. So stop by the grocery store, pick up some non-perishable food items. A list you can find of all the items that Feed NM Kids is accepting is at star88.fm. Fiat today on San Mateo, Heidi, 10 to 2. It is 7:04.
High today of 61 degrees.
The Morning Invasion with Tex and Steve-O.
It's the most controversial time of the year again. Starbucks just unveiled the new Holiday Cups. For the past few years, people have been outraged for their role in the war on Christmas. Let's go back in time. In 2015, Starbucks had their minimalist all-red cups, where one of their cups showed a same-sex couple holding hands. You think that's bad? Check out this year's 4 designs. Does this seem Christmassy to you? A cup with bright red, dark red, white, and gold vertical stripes? How about a cup with red and white flame patterns? Or a white cup with light green, holly, and red berries? Oh, and that's not all. A green cup with an Argyle-style pattern featuring big white stars. Starbucks hates Christmas. Paid for by nobody. In fact, don't listen to this ad or this really good voice guy. He's an idiot and really good looking.
I don't know if that's true because, I mean, that's the opposite of what I'm looking at here because these 4 Starbucks cups look very Christmassy.
They went super chill this year.
Yeah, like Argyle? Come on, bro.
Argyle? Green Argyle?
That looks like one of Buck's old sweater vests that he used to have. That's pretty cool.
Those look like tree topper Christmas stars.
Yeah. Look at
Wow.
I like it, Starbucks.
You think they needed the good publicity or something? They went festive.
I mean, yeah. I guess I mean the rumors are out there that they're not doing too well, so maybe they just gotta make sure. I gotta keep it straight this year. On the straight and narrow. But yeah, it's so funny because I remember like the past 4 or 5 years, people were freaking out, and they would look at the design of the cup and be like, oh, "Those are 2 same-sex couples holding hands."
Oh man!
Turns out that's not what it was,
right?
But people look at it and go,
"Oh, gingerbread men." See, men.
Yeah. See,
guys, I fooled you.
You see this image? It's 666.
Yeah.
That's the sign of the devil, okay?
I feel like
I'm talking Monster Energy drinks,
maybe it's
Steve-O.
just because we don't live in that world, that like weird, like a maggot code.
I used to live in that world.
Right, but I feel like Christians aren't that, like we've gotten better.
Have we?
I think so.
Yeah. More acceptable?
More acceptable?
Like accepting of of people
well, no, just not,
and
I don't know. I think it used to be that we would seek out things where maybe there wasn't. Like we still need to be discerning. We're called to be like the Bereans and test all things. But I think instead of trying to come up with controversy, we at least are going, oh, this one's real. We should probably be mindful of this.
I don't know. I'm looking through the text messages and emails ever since people saw your new tattoo. Even me, man. I'm a little worried about you.
What?
Yeah.
Steve-O Jeter. Man, husband, father, friend.
Right.
It looks good on paper, but underneath it all lies betrayal. Did you know? Steve-O Jeter has a tattoo of Satan's child.
Okay, well, let's not.
That's right, Hellboy, tattooed on his leg. You see, Hellboy is Satan's child. You don't believe me? Well, go to his Instagram and Facebook page. There's proof.
The proof's in the pudding.
This ad isn't paid for by people that think Steve-O loves the devil.
Guys, go to his page.
Wow.
You guys decide.
These attack ads are ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, your leg is got the devil on it.
Okay.
I mean, it's a red demon. from hell, and his name's Hellboy.
Okay.
That's a little weird to me. I don't
Do
know.
I really have to get into this again? What are all these attack ads good for?
What do you mean, what are they good for?
Nothing.
It's to make people aware and to educate them.
Dex Toth, church builder, servant for the homeless.
Right.
Did you know that Dex Toth actually stayed at a shelter one time just so he could better serve the homeless? Dex Toth once stayed up for 80 hours straight to raise money for the homeless. Hero? I think so. Better than Steve-O? I think so.
Wow.
Demonic tattoos?
Wow.
0. Your vote counts. I think you know who gets your vote. Hero or villain?
Wait,
Dex
what are we voting
or
for?
Steve-O. Paid for by nobody. This man is a hero. Give your vote to Dex Toth. Not only is he a hero, he's so good looking. Very good looking, yes.
Yeah, what are we voting for? What's
This is so unfair.
I mean, you got to get to the
I
polls,
didn't
guys,
have
and vote.
my campaign manager. We didn't know this was going to be a thing.
Oh, you don't have a campaign manager? See, my campaign manager, he's on it. You know, we've been working on these ads all week and paid a lot of money. We didn't pay any money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot out there, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It made me think of, remember back when we first started doing the show and we did Interview Wars? Guys, we did this bit. It was so great where it was right before we got a booking agent, and we were trying to outdo each other when it came to interviews. And Steve-O, I think didn't it launch into that you booked, who was it, Jermaine Dupri or something?
Yes.
Yeah. Steve-O booked Jermaine Dupri on the show, and it was like,
so functified.
what? You booked Jermaine Dupri? And then we got into an argument, and then we turned into Interview Wars where every week I would try to do, get the better interview, and then you'd try to, we would just go back and forth, and the Starmy would vote. And we had political ads going.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember those?
Oh, of course I do.
Those were great. Do you remember the Switchfoot lie? Do you remember this one? This one was my favorite. This one was so good. We got to listen to this. Hold on a second. We were just the negative ads that were going out during that time during Interview Wars were the best.
Steve-O Jeter, a morning radio personality that you have grown to love over the years. A husband and a father of 3. But do you really know the real Steve-O Jeter? Back in 2007, the Buck and Dex show caught Steve-O in a murderous lie, which has been hailed ever since as the Switchfoot lie. Steve-O confessed that he was best friends with John from Switchfoot.
I'd give you John or Steven's cell phone numbers, but I don't do that with my friends. I don't want to.
The Switchfoot lie. The Switchfoot lie. When Buck and Dex asked John if he knew Steve-O, this is what John had to say.
I can't remember Steve-O offhand, but I might. I don't know. I'm horrible with first names.
We confronted Steve-O, and he didn't have much to say.
What do I think?
You're red. Why are you blushing?
Maybe this is a chance to repent.
Do you need to repent?
Tell us the radio.
No, I don't.
Confession time?
You got nothing?
No.
Wow.
Nothing?
Wow.
The Switchfoot lie. You thought you knew the real Steve-O, but did you know that Steve-O has an anger problem?
Matthew, Steve-O, step away from the controls. I will take you down.
Oh boy!
Wow!
Yeah.
Just calm down.
I can't believe you're that mad that
First
you
the lying and now the abuse.
Yeah, dude. Now you're violent. Now he's violent all of a sudden.
Come Friday, make the right choice and vote for, well, let's face it, the better man.
So great.
Vote Team Dex because Dex knows.
Okay, all right. That was my favorite.
No,
the
those were
Switchfoot lie.
Oh my gosh.
Those are the days, man. Do you have any political ads you want me to play?
Yeah, no, I wasn't prepared for the slander this morning. So I'm like one of those politicians that just knows that all things done in the dark will be brought to the light. Like someone who buys ad campaigns to slander their best friend.
Steve-O Jeter. Steve-O Jeter. Steve-O has recently accused Dex of vicious lies and has even attacked Dex's pug, Vader.
He's okay, guys.
But did you know that Steve-O Jeter is the reason Anne Boleyn broke up?
That's true. I'll own that one.
We recently sat down with the former frontman of Anne Boleyn, Stephen Christian. We asked Stephen who was the most instrumental person that influenced him to quit Anne Boleyn and move to Albuquerque.
It was actually Steve-O who broke us up because he gave me an ultimatum. He said, if I don't quit the band, then he's going to tell my deepest, darkest secrets about my doll collection. Oh, shoot. Shoot.
Steve-O Jeter broke up Anne Boleyn.
Oh, man, these are great. That's true, guys.
Hi, this is Stephen Christian, and I approve this message.
What? You even got Steven to
Yeah, dude. That's true.
Wow. Hey, it's not a lie. I wanted him to be a better human. You know, there's only so many years you can be the lead singer in a band. You gotta get a real job.
You think he's a better human now?
You got a family. He needed benefits, you know.
Yeah.
What kind of benefits you get as a lead singer in a band?
It's funny because
health care.
I totally had yeah, it's true.
You just get free Starbucks. Who needs that?
Yeah, it sounds like a good life. Actually.
I'm just saying.
I had a dream about Steven last night. Yeah, this was real. I had a dream. It was kind of a nightmare. It was a going away party for Steven, and I wasn't invited.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I actually showed up. No, I didn't know that the party was going on, and I showed up, and then there you were, having a good time, and I'm like, dude, why didn't you guys tell me? And they kicked me out of the party. It was awful.
Yeah. Sorry.
I mean, why would he throw a going away party?
I mean,
he'll never leave.
Yeah, except it's already all over everywhere.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty well known.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, he's moving to Florida.
Steven is?
Yeah.
I didn't get that email.
Oh, sorry. It's all over social media everywhere.
Did my dream?
The new church that he's going to work for in Florida already posted this big old thing on it, and
stop it.
I mean,
I don't believe you.
Sorry.
Good one, dude. Good one.
Okay. Well,
you know, people don't leave Albuquerque. It's the land of entrapment.
And if you're here less than 5 years, usually yeah. Look at Teo. You just as long as you're here for a short amount of time.
He got out. Guys.
Yes.
He got out. Oh, good times, guys. Welcome to the show this morning. It's Friday. Thanks for joining us, guys. 505-338-3700 if you'd like to call in. More to Facebook and YouTube Live. Oh, Britt. Britt and Seth doing the keto thing.
I know.
Did you watch any of Britt's Instagram story yesterday?
No.
Dude,
it's gotten really long and boring since she got into this dieting
You had
thing.
me cracking up on your walk. You did. All right, we got to take another quick break, guys. What's the live line of text in?
505-585-LIVE. That's 505-585-5483.
Sam Swan going to be joining us this morning, 8 o'clock. Live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 8 Studios. We'll be right back.
This is a fresh thought. Listen up to Levi Lusko.
Under the sun, if you're going to live that way, vanity of vanities. Vanity, vanity is the conclusion to a life with no God. There is no meaning. You're like, wait, vanity? You mean this person takes a lot of selfies and can't walk by a mirror without grooming and probably thinks this song is about them? No, that's how we use the word vain. That's not how this culture used the word vain. The word vanity is best translated emptiness, or nothing, or no meaning, or meaningless. One person said the easiest way to understand the actual word itself is whatever's left after a soap bubble pops. What's left, the grimy residue that's left after a soap bubble pops. Thanks a lot, Solomon. Right, that's why I came to church.
For more fresh thoughts, go to LeviLusko.com. A Star 8 Supernova. Here's Rick Warren.
Before you commit a sin, Satan goes, it's no big deal. It's just a little teeny tiny thing. Everybody does it. It's no big deal. Makes it small. After you commit it, he reverses his strategy and says, that thing is so huge, you'll never be blessed by God. How can you call yourself a believer, a Christian? You're worthless. You're scum. You should feel shame the rest of your life. And he maximizes it. You see, here's the problem. Too many people, including a lot of Christians, mistake their own low self-esteem for the voice of God. And they think that it's God saying, you're no good, you're worthless, you're scum, you're pathetic. Nobody likes you, blah, blah, blah. That's not God. That's your own hang-ups, your own voice, or it's the devil. It is not God. God doesn't say that to you. There is no condemnation for those in Christ.
Catch Rick Warren's Daily Hope on KNKT 107.1 weekdays at 7:30 a.m.
Sick and tired of being sick and tired. Had as much of you as I can take. I'm so done, so over being afraid. I've gone through the motions, I've been back and forth. I know that you're thinking you've heard this before. I don't know how to say it, so I'm just gonna say it, yeah. Fear you don't own me. There ain't no room in this story, and I ain't got time for you telling me what I'm not. Like you know me, well guess what? I know who I am. I know I'm strong, and I am free. Got my own identity. So fear you will never be welcome here. Take a minute, let it settle in. You probably never saw it coming. Something's gotta give, so I give up you. Oh, there's no room for you here, yeah, I've had enough. The no vacancy sign on my heart is lit up. In case you didn't hear it, here it is again. Oh, fear you don't own me. There ain't no room in this story, and I ain't got time for you telling me what I'm not. Like you know me, well guess what? I know who I am. I know I'm strong, and I am free. Got my own identity. So fear you will never be welcome here. Is there anybody out there just like me? Anybody out there? Anybody needing fear to leave? Oh, yeah. If you don't know how to say it, sing along with me. Sing fear you don't own me. There ain't no room in this story, and I ain't got time for you telling me what I'm not. Like you know me, well guess what? I know who I am. I know I'm strong, brave, and I am free. Got my own identity. So fear you will never be welcome here. Goodbye, goodbye, fear. Whoa, you will never be welcome here.
Francesca Battistelli, The Breakup Song. It is 7:22. Good
I
morning.
had a day of 61 degrees.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
And good morning to you. Starting. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Steve-O, tell everybody where Heidi's going to be.
10 to do today from the Alfa Romeo Fiat dealership right off of San Mateo. She's going to be broadcasting live, hanging out, helping the hungry in New Mexico. Feed New Mexico Kids, a really rad organization in our city that helps to provide food by teaming up with Title I. And, man, they're focusing specifically on this group of kids in the APS system who are considered homeless, who don't have meals on the weekends. So they create care packets, if you will. A couple pounds of food, including, tuna packets, things like that. So, yeah, she's out there from 10 to 2 today collecting food for Feed New Mexico Kids. You can find all the details, star88.fm.
That's right. That's right. High protein items, man. Snack packs, pudding,
You know, jerky.
Yeah.
Tuna packs. Get that list, guys. Make it happen. Drop it off.
Yeah.
Drop it off. You had a good news story to share.
I did. I mean, yeah, like most stories, you take the good, you take the bad. I don't know the third line, but there you have it.
A crime, maybe a crime.
Facts
If one
alive.
followed a crime.
Yes.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Hurricane Michael, man, it tore through like a madman. And one newborn baby's life got off to a crazy start because of it. Little baby Luke, born October 13th, right after Hurricane Michael tore through parts of the South, including his hometown in Panama City, Florida. The hurricane resulted in at least 36 deaths, including 26 in Florida.
Man.
Yeah. So, aware of the damage in Panama City, the family looked for a hotel room near the hospital when the mom and baby were released 2 days later, but they couldn't find anywhere to stay. There was no room in the inn. In any inn, actually. They were forced to drive back to their apartment in Panama City despite the closed roads, stormy skies. They got there safely, but realized, dude, we can't stay here. We have a 2-day-old.
2-day-old.
No power. Baby's overheating. Water damage everywhere. I guess their other 2 children were staying with family elsewhere because, you know, they'd been preparing for this child to come. So they checked out some shelters, but the unsanitary conditions, seriously, they just couldn't do it because of a newborn. So they went to a really odd place, in my opinion. Walmart.
Wally World?
The dad said it was better off in our truck in a Walmart parking lot. I was worried about my wife and my son, and when we went to the shelter, seeing what kind of living conditions it was, I was like, no way. The pickup truck was in bad shape. Leaking windows caused by the storm, 2 flat tires, running out of gas, the whole 9 yards. So we didn't have too many more options. Could you imagine this? A 2-day-old in your truck.
Gosh.
2 flat tires. I guess it's not uncommon for people to camp out in a Walmart parking lot. This is according to a Walmart truck driver. He sees it every night. They said, you know, it's 24 hours. There's lighting. There's security guards. People feel safe.
Lots of criminals.
Yeah!
Especially in Albuquerque.
There were lights all around. They had a generator.
Wow, look at them.
And there was security, of course. I guess one of the security guards ended up finding them with this 2-day-old in their truck and said, hey, what are you guys doing? Well, they told him their story of having a new baby and no room in hotels, unsanitary conditions in shelters. And the security guard said, give me just a second.
Really?
So they stayed in the Walmart parking lot for the first night while the security guard went and did some things talking to corporate Walmart. It's like, we got a miracle brewing, and we're going to make it happen for this family. I guess the security guard returned to deliver said miracle. He had secured a room for them at a nearby hotel where I guess Walmart had been providing shelter for their employees who had to be evacuated.
Wow.
So what's crazy is they're not employed by Walmart. They had no ties to Walmart whatsoever, but Walmart said, hey, we got to take care of this family.
Walmart did that?
Walmart got them a hotel room.
That's kind of crazy.
But before they could get there, I guess they had a shower trailer driven to the parking lot where there were other families just camped out because they had nowhere else to go. So you got this semi-rig, basically, and the trailer was a shower trailer. They had another truck driver hauling a cook trailer so they could supply meals for the people. And, you know, they obviously wanted the associates to be able to come back to work. And so they basically adopted this family into the Walmart vine, if you will.
That's pretty cool.
Along with these truck drivers and the security guard, they were able to get this kid healthy. Isn't that incredible?
That's pretty cool. That's
I love
pretty
stories
cool.
like that.
Aw, little Luke. Look at this little guy. He's pretty cute. Yeah, you are. Little guy. Come here.
What's crazy is they were stuck in this parking lot. The truck was out of gas. They had 2 flat tires. And so the security guard took care of everything.
That's so cool,
They
man.
had to get back to the hospital for a checkup for the baby. So the security guards were standing there like, well, here we go.
Beautiful.
They gave him gas money to get back to the hospital for the checkup. They fixed their flat tires.
Oh, man.
They called corporate and got approval to use the corporate Walmart card to spend $300 on supplies for the baby. Walmart staffers also chipped in, and 30 minutes later, man, they had everything they needed. They donated more money to the family. On top of that, the security guard did. They found the baby department manager who stocked a shopping cart full of supplies from diapers to formula to pacifiers. And when the family got back from their first checkup, everything was waiting for them in the hotel room.
That's pretty cool, man.
There was 30 to 40 bags of stuff for the family.
Jeez.
They also had Walmart associates cook for the family every night.
Man, is this baby like it's gonna be something special, right?
Right? So yeah, Walmart said they wanted to do whatever they could. Quote, when we heard about this literally days-old baby who started his life in our parking lot, it just seemed like something we had to do. So they actually ended up, after all of that, throwing a community baby shower in the Walmart.
Wow. Jeez. Yeah, no kidding, man. I mean, they're going to be fans of Wally World forever now.
Yeah. So what's crazy is, like, once it started, like, steamrolling, like, they partnered with the Wyndham Hotels. They got them additional time at a hotel property.
Jeez.
They donated a year's worth of diapers, $500 in online groceries, and a $500 gift card for them to continue to get formula and stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And they weren't expecting any of it. They were just trying to find a place to spend the night because of the hurricane. With a 2-day-old.
And that's the thing. We were talking to a family that they parked the RV at a Walmart because they travel around the country in an RV. And some days they'll, instead of paying, $50 a night, they'll just go and park in a Walmart parking lot. But they said they get stressed out. They don't get good sleep because you're in a Walmart parking lot where anybody can show up and steal, whatever.
Well, actually, I remember the Starmy Chime that said, we've done this. My husband and I were coming home from a ski trip in Colorado, and they had closed the Raton Pass. All the hotels were booked up because it was like 10 degrees that night. So they ended up spending the night in a Walmart parking lot in Trinidad. And my husband's Wolfsburg Edition Jetta, it was so cold, but we actually felt really safe there.
I used to have a Wolfsburg Edition Jetta. That was
funny.
like one of my first cars.
So did Chris.
Loved that car.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool story,
Speaking
man.
of another member of the Storm, he said, continue to pray. My aunt and uncle and 2 cousins are trying to get back to normal in Panama City. That hurricane ravaged everything. So, man.
Yeah, devastation.
Good story, man. Somebody said, thankful for good people like this.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yep.
So, unreal.
Yep, and it's all being brought to you by Baby vs. Cobra tonight. Don't miss it.
Tonight, witness the stunning conclusion of Baby vs. Cobra.
Come on, guy. Luke, you got this, dude. Come on, Luke. Oh, no.
Cobra 1, Baby 0. Tune in next week for Baby versus Garbage Disposal.
Okay, well, I don't know about that.
No, that's not a thing.
Yeah.
That is not a real thing. Would you feel compelled to change Luke's name, like Baby Luke, to like, isn't it Sam, the owner of Walmart?
It's Wally.
Wally World?
It's Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's probably a good call.
Jules said this is beautiful news, but they still can't fully staff all their checkout lanes. Maybe that's why they were busy like cooking for this family somewhere else. So.
All right, we got to take a break, guys. If you want to chime in, 505-338-3700. Also live on Facebook and YouTube at Star 88 FM. When we come back, this woman, Linda.
Oh, Linda.
She's so sick of negative political ads that she's running her own negative ads about negative ads. So can't wait to play that for you guys. When we come back, hang out.
Philip DeCourcy warns us of the dangers of doing it alone.
If money is your god, and money is a very uncertain thing, the markets go up and down. Inflation can rob it of its value. Thieves can break in and steal. If you put your security in money, and money is uncertain, money will lead to worry. Finding your peace and security in material things will lead to anxiety. But if you put your trust in God, if you serve Him, then here's the God I want to remind you of, says Jesus. He's a heavenly Father who knows the things you have need of. He's a God who providentially cares for His creation. He feeds the bird. He clothes the field with lilies. That God will take care of you. So stop it. Cut it out. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry.
That's your PowerPoint on Star 88.
There's no space that His love can't reach. There's no place where we can't find peace. There's no end to amazing grace. Take me in with your arms spread wide. Take me in like an orphan child. Never let go, never leave my side. I am holding on to you. I am holding on to you. In the middle of the storm, I am holding on. Love like this, oh my God, to find. I am overwhelmed, what a joy divine. Love like this sets our hearts on fire. I am holding on to you. I am holding on to you. In the middle of the storm, I am holding on. I am holding on to you. I am holding on to you. In the middle of the storm, I am holding on. This is my resurrection song. This is my hallelujah come. This is why it's to you I run. This is my resurrection song. This is my hallelujah come. This is why it's to you I run. There's no space that His love can't reach. There's no place where we can't find peace. There's no end to amazing grace. I am holding on to you. I am holding on to you. In the middle of the storm, I am holding on. I am holding on to you. I am holding on to you. In the middle of the storm, I am holding on. I am holding on to you. I am holding on to you. In the middle of the storm, I am holding on.
Crowder, I am. It's Star 88, 737.
High today of 61 degrees.
Tell everybody about that accident real quick before we hit the news.
Yeah, member of the Stormy chimed in on the live line. Horrible wreck on Paseo westbound. A car is on its side again. Westbound Paseo del Norte. That looks near the General Mills facility. So westbound Paseo del Norte. Horrible accident. So, yeah.
Thanks for the picture. Great.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Yeah, don't take pictures while you're driving.
Yeah, exactly. But appreciate it. Man, look at that car. It's on the
Yeah.
side. All right.
What's going on in the news today?
President Trump is increasing his rhetoric on immigration.
When they throw rocks like they did at the Mexico military and police, I say consider it a rifle.
The president is under fire for tweeting out a controversial campaign ad.
Break that sword, kill more.
There aren't even racist undertones, there are racist overtones.
I think the point he's trying to make is that the Republican Party is the party of border security.
The gunman in the Pittsburgh synagogue massacre was arraigned. Robert Bowers pleaded not guilty to 44 federal charges. If convicted, he could get the death penalty.
Thousands of Google workers worldwide walked off the job.
They're protesting the company's response to sexual misconduct allegations.
Severe weather remains through the Midwest.
Tornado watches, tornado warnings going on. A line of storms that stretch 850 miles.
The FDA is calling the rising use of e-cigarettes by teenagers a, quote, public health tragedy.
An American Airlines baggage handler fell asleep in a plane's cargo hold and wound up in Chicago.
Officials say the guy was drunk on the job.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good morning. Welcome to it. You guys can hang out with us live on Facebook and YouTube at Star 88 FM. Don't forget, we got an app you can download as well to your smartphone and stream us live. Get us on demand as well. Star 88 FM in the App Store. If you'd like to chime in, 505-338-3700. What's the live line to text in?
505-585-LIVE. 505-585-5483. Give us a call. Good morning, Stormy.
Oh, goody. It's daylight saving time again this weekend. Did you hear that? And by the way, it's daylight saving time, not savings time like my wife always says.
Right.
You know, I hate the 2 times a year we have this because it always brings up arguments with all the people that don't get the concept. Look, people, time never changes, okay? It doesn't stand still. It doesn't move forward or backwards, except in a Superman movie, I think one time when, like, he flies around the world a bunch of times. We changed the clock, okay?
Yeah,
not
we got
time
that,
itself.
sir.
So
Sir,
when
what
we
do
move
you
the clock back, and people say, oh, I gained an extra hour. No, you didn't gain an extra hour. The clock just changed, okay? Same thing in the spring. You don't lose an hour. Things just start earlier on Sunday, okay? So time stays the same, just the clock's changed. Now, does that make sense? Of course it doesn't. Because I got to go argue with my wife again.
Okay.
And that makes me definitely lose an hour there.
Well, thank
Look,
you,
I got to
sir.
let you go.
Hey, what's your name? Okay, bye. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's daylight saving
That's right.
time. That time of year. We turn the clocks back this weekend. A few tips so it doesn't disrupt your sleep too much. Don't use technology if you have trouble falling asleep on Sunday nights. Light from the screen apparently confuses your body more. And they say don't nap, since it can lower the quality of your actual sleep later that night. So there you go. A couple tips for you guys. It just always throws you off, the whole daylight saving time thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, we get an extra hour, which is kind of nice. Not going to lie. You know, when they take an hour away, I think that's probably the one that gives people heart attacks. And it's like people die from it, which is crazy.
Yeah.
You know? Just not getting enough sleep, you know, Steve?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, just so much negativity out there in the world. And then they take an hour away or they give us an hour. It's very confusing, you know?
Yeah.
Turn that radio down, please. Good morning.
Good morning. Want to say shout out to my little guy, Mike. Hope you have a good day at school today.
Nice.
And I'm looking forward to daylight savings time. Savings, maybe some time.
Saving.
No, just
saving,
one.
no S.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Thanks,
have a great day.
We'll see you. You too. Bye-bye now. Yeah, speaking of negativity, this woman, she's just sick of all the negative political ads. Midterm elections are on Tuesday. Means wall-to-wall political ads. If you watch normal TV, which is kind of crazy to think about, like not a whole lot of people watch normal TV anymore, right? Because of Netflix and Hulu, and they get rid of the satellite. I know you still have satellite, but
what's interesting though is now it's like going back to ads because we watch TV through different apps, whether it's like, the NBC app or the whatever, and you can't skip commercials.
No.
Like, they take commercial breaks, and you're stuck there for a couple minutes, and it's like, well, this is what it's like. This is what it's like,
Yeah,
guys.
it's kind of like going back to the way it used to be,
Yeah.
like regular TV. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
Well, there's a woman in Brazil. Brazil, Indiana? There's a Brazil, Indiana?
Sure.
Okay. Her name is Linda Messmer. And she says she's sick of all the negative ads she's been hearing, especially for the big Senate race in Indiana. So her answer was to make her own negative ad to criticize negative ads.
I'm Linda Messmer. I'm not a politician. I'm not running for any office. I'm a proud American citizen, and I voted in every election since I've been old enough to vote. I try to be an informed voter by reading about and listening to the candidates. I am sick and tired of being bombarded with all the negative, hateful, mean-spirited ads.
Yes. Amen.
To all the candidates who are running these kinds of ads, I say, stop it. I'm Linda Messmer, and I approve this message.
Oh, good old Linda. Linda Messmer.
I just want to know how much she had to pay to get ads going in her.
She, she bought a little ad time on WVIG.
Okay.
Which is a country station in Terre Haute, Indiana.
I love everything about this.
Yep.
Stop it.
Stop it.
I'm Linda Messmer, and I approve this message.
That's so good.
I just don't think anybody... Do they work? I want to know. Real question. Do these attack ads work?
Yes.
They do?
Yes.
Like, Starmy, listen. Do you really believe if somebody that's running against another person and pays money for these ads, do you really think these are 100% accurate?
Yes. Well, let me take that back. Not 100% accurate. Because
they skew them so hard. I've seen some recently.
Okay, what was the one our buddy Steve?
Yeah, Steve Pierce.
Steve Pierce. There was one attack ad against him.
Yeah, I know.
And,
I've seen a few lately, and I'm going.
I was cracking up laughing because
I don't even know who's running against you, bro. But I don't like that girl because that's not cool.
The person that was trashing Steve Pierce.
Why you gotta trash that guy? Why can't you just stand on your own?
Was one of the lines in there was, "Did you know Steve Pierce approves the wife to submit?" And it was just like. It was like Steve Pierce believes in that a woman should submit to her husband. It was like, oh, wow, man.
Yeah.
I mean, okay,
cool,
sure, but
he's a believer. He's been on the show a bunch.
Okay, but if you were like, think
could
about
never
sitting
be
at
in
home,
politics.
and especially you're not a believer, you don't know the Bible, what that verse means.
Yeah,
and you hear that, you're like, oh man, he's okay. We were laughing so hard at some of these political ads last night, and I was sitting there going, most people don't educate themselves, right, on the candidates. That's like really the only education that I would imagine the typical average voter that goes into the polls. That's how they know about these people, right? Because every time I go into the polls, I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember that ad. I remember they were totally trashing this guy for this. Okay. Oh, this girl had really good hair, I remember.
Yeah.
She was really
that's
pretty.
What's crazy to me, but that's how...
Right? Yep. I think they work.
Oh, that's horrible.
Go ahead, Starmy.
Hey, so I had a conversation just last night with a buddy. He said, hey, are you going to vote? I'm like, I don't even know. I'm a New Mexico transplant, and I'm like, I don't know who these people are. I don't know what's going on. All I see are these bash ads. And he was like, that's all you need to see.
No.
All you need to see are the bash ads, because if I see somebody bashing somebody, there's probably a reason for it, so I don't vote for them.
Yeah, it's because they want to win. So you don't.
Exactly.
So they don't vote for the person bashing, or they don't vote for the person getting bashed.
Right. Yeah.
They don't vote for the person being bashed.
Oh my gosh. Tell your friend. Oh,
yeah,
man.
That's definitely not the way to do it, but sadly, I think that's exactly how most people do it.
It's unbelievable, because you can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want in these stupid ads, and there's no fact checking. There's nothing. Oh man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
My morning will entail fact checking, and I'll probably go out and vote.
There you
Good
go.
job.
Thanks, man. We'll see you.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, Cruz says, I think people are definitely influenced. I just can't. I'm like, okay, I'm shocked by that. I guess I shouldn't be shocked by that.
Yeah.
But it's still just looking at our culture. I guess people believe whatever's thrown out on Facebook. So,
Hey, Starmy, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
Good. How you doing?
Fantastic. Now, it just reminds me of this documentary I saw many years ago of this guy that inherited millions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
And he wanted to run for mayor, but he didn't want to run. He just wanted to run for vote for none of the above.
Gosh.
Wow.
Yeah. His name was Brewster. Can't remember the name of the
Brewster's Millionaires?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. You saw
Stop
it too,
it.
right?
Yeah, it's not, it's not a documentary.
It
That's
was
actually
great.
yeah.
It was great.
I'll have to look that one up, man.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Docu. All right. Thanks, man. We'll see
Yeah.
you. That was good.
Somebody said, do they work? Well, half of the country is divided over our president thinking he's a racist Nazi, all based out of context clips and quotes and rhetoric.
Whoa.
Yes, this is our country.
Good call.
It's true.
It's very true. Yeah.
One way or the other. Because on the flip side, some think he's angelic.
Yeah, that is true.
So,
yeah.
Somebody says, I don't think the ads are accurate, but I do think that's how our president got elected. Some people like him. More votes came from the better than Hillary camp. In California, it seemed like there were only attack ads. Thanks, Brandy, listening out in California. I don't believe one thing the ads say. Why can't ads just be about the candidate and what they stand for? It should be against the law to attack other candidates. You should only be allowed to speak about your platform. I would love that.
Yeah.
Right? Like, what are you for? I mean, we talk about this regularly as Christians. Unfortunately, we're most often known for what we're against, right? Rather than what we are for. And so maybe that's why I just can't stand them, man.
Really?
Yeah.
What don't you like about them, though?
Well,
I mean, so you would never take out an attack out on me, let's say.
Well, duh, of course not. I love you.
Dex Toth or Todd.
What?
If Dex is even his real name.
I mean,
he wants you to vote for him in Interview Wars. But did you know that in 2015, Dex was convicted of interview fraud?
Joining us on the show right now is a real-life astronaut.
Lies. His astronaut interview was definitely out of this world because it was imaginary.
Joey, you should have seen these two. I was in tears because they didn't know. They were both going, is this real?
Made up to fool voters like you and your children. Deceiver! Why give your interview votes to a morning show host whose name doesn't even end with an O? And the truth is not in it. Looks like it's time to take your own advice, Dex.
Time to lawyer up.
Come Friday, make the right choice. Vote for integrity, creativity, hard work, and a promise for economic stimulus.
What?
Vote Team Steve-O.
I
You've
don't know
never
where
taken out an attack
that's
order,
weird.
would ever. Wow. I don't know, man.
That's weird. I don't know what happened there.
That's a crazy
It's weird.
thing.
I don't even remember paying
Stop it.
for that.
Okay. Linda knows. Linda knows.
Stop it.
Okay.
I'm Linda Messmer, and I approve this message.
Yeah, this woman, she got so sick of negative political ads that she decided to take some of her hard work and retirement money and give it to WVIG, a country station in Indiana, and run her own negative ad about negative ads.
It's going to show a whole generation of people, boy, this is how you get what you want.
That's right.
You don't respect anybody. You throw mud, talk about them, lie about them. You can do anything you want.
Anything you want, man.
Yeah.
It's a great call, Linda.
I feel like that it's been happening for a very, very long time. We have members of Starmy talking about they have Hulu or Amazon Prime, and they still get the attack ads through those services.
Wow.
Like, it's happening. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just funny, man.
Cruz says in other states, mail voter guides are sent to all registered voter homes. New Mexico could definitely do a better job informing people. Bill says anyone influenced by political ads should not be allowed to vote.
Bill said that?
Yes.
That's not what you said last night.
Yeah, there's so many. Dude, people are just chiming in with all of the attack ads they remember from back in the day. Somebody else said they heard that Steve Pierce one and actually laughed out loud at
I
that
did too.
one.
I was laughing for like 5
what?
minutes afterwards. Yeah. Did you know Steve Pierce wants a woman to submit? What?
But here's the sad thing. It's probably going to do some damage.
Exactly.
Welcome to 2018.
Yeah. I was thinking about everybody just sitting on their couch
time's
going,
up,
oh,
me too. And
he's
it was
one
like,
of them.
Oh, okay. Dude, I hate that. I hate that.
Yeah.
Politics aside, that guy's always been really cool coming into the studio. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's
Like,
a nice guy.
Yeah. So, by the way, somebody just chimed and said they're definitely voting for me after that ad campaign.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Steve-O Jeter.
Steve-O Jeter.
Man, husband, father, friend.
Yep.
It looks good on paper. But underneath it all, lies, betrayal.
What?
Did you know?
Did you know?
Steve-O Jeter has a tattoo of Satan's child.
That's actually
That's right.
a lie.
Hellboy. Tattooed on his leg. You see, Hellboy is Satan's child.
Yeah. He's not,
You don't
actually.
believe me? We'll go to his Instagram and Facebook page. There's proof.
The proof's in the pudding.
This ad isn't paid for by people that think Steve-O loves the devil.
All right, I'm going to your Instagram right now.
I know, but what I'm saying is
see
that
what you
he's
got
actually
here.
not the son of Satan. It was
What's that?
Aziel, who was
Aziel, huh?
yeah, who's just like a minion. You know what I mean? He's like a duke of hell. If you
Yep,
will.
that's Steve-O's
That's
leg.
his biological
Just got a tattoo
father.
of Hellboy on his leg. I don't know. How do you feel now? Huh? How do you feel now? Works at a Christian station? I mean, yeah, you're not even allowed in the building with that on your leg.
Stop it, because then I have to go into my big old dissertation again of why it was important to me.
Stop it.
No, Linda.
Stop it.
I can't
I'm with
stop
Linda.
it because
I'm
when
with
he
Linda.
attacks me, I have to attack back, all right? That's just how it works.
Oh, really? That doesn't sound very Christian of you.
Oh,
do
really?
You? I swear there was this dude. He was a really good dude, man. Still is.
What's his name?
Jesus.
Oh.
Yeah. Told us to turn the other cheek. So
Huh. This coming from a guy that has Hellboy tattooed on his leg.
If there's an attack ad against you, your response should not be to slander back.
Oh.
It should be to turn the other cheek.
Steve-O Jeter has accused Dex of not being American enough. But did you know? Steve-O Jeter wasn't even born in the United States.
Oh, wow.
Steve-O was actually born in Incognito.
Wow.
That's right.
Where's that?
Incognito. Steve-O is also right-handed, and everyone knows that left-handed people are better human beings and Americans.
Hi, everyone. I'm Dex Top.
You
I
sound
was
so
born in a little
young.
town in Montana. At a young age, my parents actually turned me loose into the wild to be raised by wolves and bald eagles. You see, I had to survive to be the man I am today. This Friday, I want you to vote with your guts. Who is really better at interview wars? A right-handed person born in Incognito? Or a left-handed Spartan who loves America?
That's true.
And actually lived with wolves and bald eagles.
Wow.
This Friday, vote Team Dex. Hashtag Team Dex.
Man, where's the voting polls? Do you know where I could go to put a
I'm sure you could
vote
go
in for
online and
Dex?
find. Yeah, actually, nobody's voting for either of us now.
Oh, why?
Forget this. I was voting for Steve until I heard his attack ad. Oh, I was going to vote for Dex until I heard his attack ad. You know what? I'm voting for Linda.
Oh, Linda's getting the vote.
Many people chiming in voting for Linda because she's not
Stop
going to
it.
attack. Yes. I vote for that. I vote that we go back to like civilized conversation.
Linda's great. She's so great.
I'm Linda Messmer. I'm not a politician. I'm not running for any office. I'm a proud American citizen, and I voted in every election since I've been old enough to vote.
She's like 100 now.
Mark chimed in and said, supports Hellboy and dresses as Negan. Someone rebuke that man.
Oh,
Get
rebuke
behind
that
me,
man.
Sam.
Yes.
Tara just wanted to say, great show today, guys. Thank you.
Ah, thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it. Oh, man, let's take a break. I think our boy Sam Swan going to be joining us here in just a little bit. That's right. We'll find out what's up with the Swan. And, hey, don't forget, join Heidi today. She's going to be out for Feed In 'Em Kids at the Fiat dealership on San Mateo. Thank you to Automax. A list of all the food items that we're looking for is up at star88.fm/events. Go to the grocery store, pick some extra stuff up, drop it off today between 10 a.m. and 2 while Heidi's out broadcasting live at the Fiat dealership. All right, let's take a quick break, guys. Live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Hang out.
Tony Evans. Evans. This is a Star 88 Supernova.
Christ-likeness must be your goal and your passion and your purpose. And if Romans 8:29 becomes true of your priority, then Romans 8:28 will become relevant in your experience. For God causes all things to work together for good to them that love God and are called according to his purpose. A lot of people want Romans 8:28 who want to skip Romans 8:29. And you cannot have the blessed experience of seeing God stitch together the seemingly unrelated aspects of your life, 8:28, unless you are fulfilling his purpose, 8:29, which is to be conformed to the image of his son.
That was Pastor Tony Evans on a Star 88 Supernova.
This is Groundwire. Groundwire with Sean Dunn. Groundwire.
It would be silly for me to think that the computer I work on came together on its own. To think that the circuits and microchips just assemble themselves randomly by pure coincidence would take a great deal of naive faith. No, I've never met anyone who would believe that. But a different set of rules are embraced when it comes to the concept of intentional design. Many people believe that they were a random accident, that there was no creator involved at all. There are some that believe there was no intentionality to their design. To me, that takes more faith than believing what the Bible says. The Bible declares that you were fearfully and wonderfully made by the God of heaven who longs to walk in a real relationship with you. It points towards you being God's idea. You might say, that's crazy. To that, I would respond, no, it just makes sense.
For more information or to talk to a live spiritual coach, log on to groundwire.net. That's groundwire.net.
Music with more than a beat. Vertical worship, Christian hits, and fresh indie on Star 88. KLYT, Albuquerque, Santa Fe.
The house is so simple, faith like a child. I give you an inch and you take me a mile. I feel the wind rush and the thunder roll. 2 feet on the water, only one way to go. Yeah, I don't gotta be afraid no more, no, 'cause I know you up through the storm. I'm more than just a talker. I'm your wave walker. I'm dancing on water. When the devil tries to shake me, I'll just pray harder. Even in my darkest hour, I got Holy Ghost power. When I keep my eyes upon you, Jesus, I'm a wave walker.
Citizen Way, Wave Walker. It is Star 88. Good morning, 8:03.
High today of 61 degrees.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us. Man, weekend's here. It's going to be beautiful. Going to be so beautiful. Just like our good friend Sam Swan, everybody. He's here. Good morning, Sam.
Good morning.
Oh, man, it's Friday.
It is. It really is.
Right on, man. How was your Halloween? Good?
Yeah, it was a little freaky.
Yeah, it seems like your neighborhood, your neighbor, he goes all out with a haunted house, huh?
He made all 3 news channels for a good reason.
Yeah.
When you say that in Albuquerque, people wonder. He made all 3 news channels. And that's because they were highlighting his haunted house that he does every year.
Yeah.
And he's only been my neighbor for like 2 years, so this is only the 2nd year we had it. And to be fair, when he moved in, he said, "Hey, just so you'll know, around Halloween I go all out." And I'm like,
what a good neighbor, right?
He goes, "I hope it's not going to be a problem. In fact, I might need to borrow some of your front yard for some of this."
Wow.
And he hasn't had to do that yet. And we said, "Yeah, that's great." And then when we started seeing the stuff he was putting up, we were like,
"Is it pretty gory and graphic?"
Well, it's not necessarily graphic. It's more, it's just kind of surprise, scary type stuff.
Okay.
So we're handing out candy, and we're sitting in our family room, kind of watching TV. And although we don't get to sit down very long because of this haunted house, our neighborhood is flooded with all kinds of people. I mean, they park over at the high school and walk through our neighborhood, and which is really kind of cool. But we hear the and then we hear the screaming, and so we just laugh the whole time. It's really fun. He's a really cool dude.
See,
I
that's
like him
how
a
you
lot.
handle it as a neighbor, because we've gotten those emails before in the past of like, okay, my neighbor put up some Halloween decorations that my kid is scared.
Yeah.
I don't know how to handle this,
Yeah.
and it's like, here's a neighbor who like went to you and was like, hey, just to let you know, we put up some Halloween decorations and we go all out. And that's how you do it.
Yeah, and it kind of, you go through the front yard, this little tiny maze thing, and then it goes back through his backyard, and there's like this big maze.
Yeah.
And I think it also includes some of the house. I haven't actually gone through it because I don't like being surprised.
Yeah,
I don't like
that, huh?
I don't like when people jump out and startle me because I'm old now and I might have a heart attack. And
That's true.
I don't want to die. I don't think you can you go to heaven if you die in a haunted house?
No.
From a heart attack?
You're stuck there for all of eternity.
I just choked my spit.
I'm sorry. That's a joke. It's a joke, people. It's a joke.
Have you ever asked him how much he spent altogether?
No, but I heard on the news the other day, because we watched the KOET did a nice little feature about it, and I think they even posted it either on their web or on YouTube or whatever. And something about $10,000.
Oh, wow. Good for him.
He told me one day, Brendan and I came back from a run, and he's outside kind of, because he starts setting it up about the middle of August.
Wow.
And putting the frame, because he makes it look like a haunted castle kind of a thing on the front. So he puts PVC pipe and this fake castle-looking stone stuff on the front of his house. It's really sick. In fact, I've got some pictures.
Does he have kids?
He's got a son.
You guys clearly don't have homeowners associations.
Yeah, clearly.
We do, but we just ignore them. We don't pay
So
attention.
do the Petersons.
We feel like the people are stronger than the man, so we don't let them put us
That's what
down.
I'm talking about.
Amen.
So he goes, hey, you're getting started a little early this year. He goes, yeah, I got a new dragon.
Oh, my
He was so excited. It's
A
like
new
it's like a
dragon.
6.5 foot tall dragon that's got a motion sensor. So
Baptists have changed, man.
Well, no, I don't. Don't get me wrong.
Remember a time when
Don't get me
growing
wrong.
Up, and,
I stood out in the front
You just
yard
rebuked
and
everybody?
held my hands out and was praying over the evil
Beautiful.
that was
Beautiful.
happening next door the whole time.
You know what's
good,
really
man.
funny is on Halloween we went out trick-or-treating, and all of the houses that were like overly decorated, like I put one on like an Insta story, and there were like graves, and there was this ghost flying through their living room, and all kinds. I mean, just they spent money, all kinds. All of the houses that had a haunted house or were really decorated happened to be the nicest people in the neighborhood.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
All of them. Just super welcoming and extra candy and wanting to talk and just passionate. And I loved that. I really did love, like, having conversations with neighbors like who just were excited about something. You know, it's really cool.
Yeah.
So
and the neighbors on the other side, which I don't know why I didn't think of this. This is brilliant. They parked their car around the corner or somewhere so they didn't have their car in their driveway, because I think they're like us. They can't put their car in their garage. I have, you know, like thousands of dollars worth of junk and you know, good stuff in the driveway, exposed to criminals.
Man, tens of
Yes,
dollars
but
worth
they,
of stuff.
yeah, maybe ones of dollars.
Yes.
Anyway, they set up their little portable, you know, those little fire pit thingies you can get.
Yeah.
They set that up in their driveway and just gave the candy out in
That's
their
cool.
driveway. So next year we're going to do that.
Yeah,
so that we can have more interaction with the people that are coming and maybe have conversation, because the line to get into the haunted house is long, and so it stretches like down the
and
sidewalk.
it's free and everything.
Yeah, it's free.
Oh, that's cool.
This year he did a really cool thing. He collected canned goods. And he's going to take all those to somewhere like
San
Joy Junction or
Fiat
somewhere
today?
like that.
Yeah, Fiat Alfa Romeo dealer today.
You guys
from
are doing
10
that
to
today,
2.
right? Yeah. So he thought, I'm going to add this little element, and you don't have to bring a donation. You can still go
That's
through
pretty
the
cool.
maze.
That's cool.
So he's really, I think he's doing a cool thing.
Yeah, that's the way to do it, man.
We got lots and lots of people in our neighborhood, and like I said, it's one of those things. Duh, I should have thought of that last year to put the fire pit in the drive, because we have one of those.
Oh,
Yeah.
see?
And
I love
sit
that.
around and hand out some candy, because this past Wednesday would have been a perfect night for a little fire pit thing and handing out candy.
Coldest Halloween in like 20-something years.
I know, it's funny. Funny.
It was lovely.
Yeah,
Is,
I
does
was comfy in my chair with my blanket.
Does this guy do any thing for Christmas? Does he go
No,
all out, or
that's
is it
the
just
funny
Halloween,
thing.
huh?
No, he just he
Well, now
puts up a
that's your
few.
turn.
Yeah.
He
It's
puts
your
a
turn.
few decorations for Christmas.
I'll see your Halloween and I'll raise you a Christmas, and now you go big.
Yeah,
you got to.
some people, man.
We're
they
gonna
just
have a
love that.
holy mansion.
Yes.
You can come through our maze of holy mansions.
You should just have like 3 bricks, and you're like, well, see, Jesus left to prepare a place for us. He's
Right.
still building.
He's still building.
So-
He's still working.
That's good.
That's Steve-O. That I'm gonna borrow that, bro. I am gonna borrow that.
It's just 3 bricks because we're lazy.
Yeah.
We don't have time to
Yeah,
build all this.
Brenda's like, should we decorate for Christmas? I'm
man.
I'm like, can we have a tree? That's all.
Yeah.
I don't.
You're like, that's the head cornerstone.
Yeah.
Right.
That's as far as we got.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Because that's all we need. You
Yes.
know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Gosh.
Off air, I'll show you guys these pictures of.
Yeah, I want to go to
what I took.
KOAT. The KOAT is the one who did the story.
I think it was that had the good story, the big story. Yeah, the biggest story.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Halloween, I don't know if you guys saw this. There's a mom in New York. She realized recently that someone had hacked into her family's nanny cam.
Wow.
And was using it to talk to her son.
Oh, no way.
Okay.
This is a PSA, guys. If you got those nanny cams.
Yeah, dude.
It's one of those Nest cameras you can communicate through. And the guy was asking scary questions like whether the kids ride the bus home, what school they go to.
No.
Yeah, check this out.
My son came running out of the playroom and found me in the kitchen, which is right off the kitchen, and said, "Mommy, it's not Daddy talking to me.
Oh my gosh.
It's not Daddy." He asked my son if he took the school bus home, and he was asking him about the toys he was playing with. And when my son said, "Mommy, Mommy," he told him to shut up. I told him I was calling the police, and I unplugged the camera immediately. I don't know how long someone's been watching me. I mean, this guy could have been listening to us for months and watching us for months.
See, that's, for people like us that don't really necessarily know anything about technology or have hacking skills.
Yeah.
I seriously, I keep telling myself I got to put tape over my camera holes because I'm sure, I wonder, someone's watching me right now. I guarantee you someone's watching me right now.
Yeah.
Somebody hacked into a nanny cam and
Aren't
was
we?
trying to talk to a kid.
Yeah, we're live.
We're live.
We're on Facebook and
Live
Instagram.
and Instagram.
I mean, on
Instagram.
YouTube.
You said the same thing I did.
People
I
are
repeated
watching
you.
us right now. Get the tape. Let's cover up those little peepholes because that's what they are.
That's crazy.
It's so crazy, right?
That is.
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm so glad I don't have young kids anymore where I have to deal with that.
I'm so glad I was never rich enough to have nanny cams to begin with. I always see those, and it's like our friends posting little videos of their kids in their crib, and I'm like, dang, all right, Richie Rich,
Yeah,
that's cool.
exactly. Yeah.
I had this little monitor thing that was kind of like a 2-way radio, and it was like, That was high quality.
Yeah, we didn't have a nanny Cam. We had a nanny named Cammy. I didn't. Was that the same thing? I don't know.
It's good, Sam.
Gosh.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's good. Yeah,
I'm
guys,
here.
be careful, man. Be very careful.
Yeah, that's
just a lot of. There's just so many things that can get you into trouble these days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, we got to take just a quick break. Sam Swan hanging out with us. There's a sequel that I think you might be excited about. Got to talk about.
All right.
I'm like a sequel.
Yeah.
They got me intrigued.
Yeah.
Halloween 2?
No, there's been 9 or 11, 12 of those.
Yeah,
something like that.
Oh.
He's clearly very
He's bad.
excited.
Wait, that's a real movie?
Yeah.
Halloween, yeah, it's a real movie.
Yeah, it's really bad, actually.
Man, where have I been?
Oh, man.
Yes! That's actually Friday the 13th.
I know, but it still works.
It still works. It totally worked. It totally worked.
We're also going to talk about love, Sam. We'll find out. Sam knows all about love. But
He does know all about love.
I have a list of the 10 real signs of love.
Oh.
Huh.
Yeah.
Find out what those are.
Okay.
According to who?
I don't know.
Like Ariana Grande? Or,
or Pete
Thank
Davidson.
You. It's a good laugh. It was a good laugh.
All right, we got to take a break, guys. Live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Hang out.
Skip Heitzig boldly reminds us that Jesus loves terrorists.
Terrorists have inflicted more damage on this planet and the inhabitants thereof than just about anything else. So where do we come off saying Jesus loves terrorists?
That doesn't mean Jesus loves the acts of terrorism or murder, and yet
we are declaring that Jesus loves people who sin. Hotspot. Even if that sin is the worst kind of atrocity that you can imagine, God still wants to reach people and save them.
Want more from Skip? Grow in your faith with Skip's reading plans. Search for Skip Heitzig in the YouVersion Bible app. And remember,
nothing is too hard for God to do, and no one is too lost for God to save.
What is the proper response to terrorism?
It is the job of the state to protect its citizens. It is the mandate of the Christian to love all people and forgive even our enemies.
Hotspot.
I'm Heidi, and here's what's happening. Star 88 will be broadcasting live for Feed New Mexico Kids on Friday, November 2nd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Fiat and Alfa Romero dealer on San Mateo in Albuquerque. Bring a non-perishable food item to donate to Feed New Mexico Kids and enjoy a free lunch as a thank you from Automax. Do you love the ministry of Star 88? Are you a passionate individual who loves Christ and want to share the gospel? Are you technically inclined and a quick learner? Then we want to hear from you. Star 88 and KNKT Radio have a part-time board operator position open. You can check out the description and apply online at calvarynm.church/jobs. Do you know about a free event happening at your church or for your community? Did you know that you can send us the details and we'll talk about it on the air and feature it on our website? It is super easy. All you have to do is fill out the form online at star88.fm. For more information about events happening in your community and so much more, visit star88.fm. For what's happening, I'm Heidi, and this is Star 88.
Lately I've been reeling, watching the nightly news. Don't seem to find the rhythm, just wanna sing the blues. Feels like a song that never stops. Feels like it's never gonna. Gotta get that fire back in my bones before my heart turns into stone. So when somebody please pass the megaphone, I'll shout it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hear my prayer tonight. I'm singing to the sky. Give me strength to raise my voice. Let me testify. Oh, hear my prayer tonight. Choice, and I choose. Let it move, let it move, let it move. Yeah, I choose. Let it I'm singing to the sky. Give me strength to raise my voice. Let me testify. Lord, hear my prayer tonight. 'Cause this is do or die. The time has come to make a choice. And I choose. Let it move. Let it move. Let it move. Yeah, I choose. Let it move you. Let it move. Let it move. Though I walk through the valley in the shadow of night, oh, with you by my side, I'm stepping into the light. I choose. Let it move you. Let it move. Let it move you. I need that joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Down in my heart to stay. I need that joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Down in my heart to stay. Joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Down in my heart to stay.
For King and Country, Joy, 820.
High today of 61 degrees.
It's the Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
It's been 18 years since Gladiator.
18?
18 years. A sequel is on its way. He died. What? Sequel?
Why did you just ruin it?
Oh, sorry. Spoiler alert.
God bless America.
Ridley Scott.
My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius, commander of the armies of the North, general of the Felix legions, loyal servant to the true Emperor Marcus Aurelius.
Wow, man. How many times have you seen this movie?
Father to a murdered son.
You know it by heart.
Husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance in this life or the next.
Oh, yeah? I'm Spartacus.
Okay. Actually, it's more like, I am Spartacus.
I led you here, so.
Oh.
But I am Spartacus.
Yeah, they're coming out with
I'll never forget the first time I saw this movie.
The Gladiator?
Yeah.
Gladiator.
Saw a screening of it
Yeah.
at the old movie theater here in Albuquerque. And it got to the end, and I don't want to ruin the end if you've never seen it, but 18 years, bro. Spoiler
18 years.
alert.
Yeah, spoil it.
My kids haven't seen it, and I keep going, they need to see this. It won the Academy Award for Best Picture.
It was fantastic.
He's standing there woozy, right? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it's like you see the Elysium Fields, and all of a sudden he just, and then it went.
Oh, no way.
I'm not even joking.
That was in this old school
And
film days.
and the projector died, and I missed the last
The film melted.
But it was like
lame.
the most. It was the. I mean, you're at that moment.
Yeah.
I'm like crying, and then I'm
Bummer,
like,
dude.
oh, I was so mad.
Bummer, dude.
So mad, and they couldn't get it fixed. And it was a screener, so it was like, well, it was free, so
Yeah.
technically we don't owe you anything.
Yeah.
So, apparently the new movie is going to follow Lucius, the son of Lucilla and the nephew of the worst villain ever.
Oh gosh, Joaquin
Commodus.
Phoenix. I couldn't even see him in any other movie for like a decade.
Without
I
being
hated
mad at him.
him.
Yeah.
he was
He did such a
great.
phenomenal job acting that I truly hated him as a human being. He's one of the best villains of all time
Yeah.
in any film,
Yeah.
and it was so awful.
I need to see it again.
Well, that's a good one, man.
I don't know that this is actually going to happen there, Dexter.
Oh, really? You got reports saying it's not going to happen?
Well, here's the thing. Allegedly, Ridley Scott is developing Gladiator 2 with the screenwriter, Peter Craig. He's got the intent of directing it himself, but this was supposed to happen back in the 2000s. And I was losing my mind then because the story was about Maximus, Russell Crowe's character, being resurrected.
Ooh.
Because, do you remember? Juba, his friend, right? Remember his friend who said that, like, hey, I will see you again, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. What was the end of the movie where he says, like,
I will see you again, my friend.
I will see you again.
Yeah.
Anyways, so the screenplay revolved around Maximus coming back from the dead and joining forces with Juba and a group of Christians. Basically, the idea was to take on Lucius, the kid.
Okay.
The kid that he saved, who is now an adult and corrupt and murdering Christians, which was kind of what happened, historically speaking.
How did he come back from the dead, though?
I don't know,
Like witchcraft,
bro.
bro?
I mean,
What happened?
So that version of the film obviously never came to pass because so many different reasons. But basically, it was all about the war that Lucius waged against the entirety of Christianity, against Christ, against his church, against everything. And man, but they never gave up on the idea. They wanted to do this sequel, which sounded really, really cool. But the problem is, so he's already filming Top Gun Maverick because he's really good at resurrecting old movies,
Right.
apparently.
Love that. Really Scott.
For better or worse, Prometheus, Alien Covenant. But terrible. Both of them. He's also helming Disney's Merlin saga.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah, he's doing like this whole Sword in the Stone live action, but it's like, right. And so if Disney's got you on contract, what do you think you're going to bow to?
Yeah.
The House of Mouse, bro.
Yes.
So I mean, he is known for like whipping out projects, right? And so there's a chance that he could do it after the Merlin saga, but
Do you want this music played at your funeral, Sam?
Is this the soundtrack from
Yeah,
Gladiator?
isn't it great?
Dude, I'm gonna go buy this.
Isn't it good?
I forgot how beautiful it was.
Dude, it won the Oscar for Best Picture.
Well, I know that.
Rightly so.
And I'm just talking about the music. I love a good soundtrack.
Yep, got 11
I
Oscar
love a good
nominations,
soundtrack.
5 wins, including Best Picture, Best Actor for Russell Crowe.
Wow. I'd forgotten all of that.
I feel like there's so many movies that I need to write down for my sons when they're of age because about a month ago, Jack was writing a report. Him and Luke, actually, they were both writing a report, and they were talking to me about this amazing man. And they're like, "Oh, Dad, okay, we're learning about this guy, and he helped the Scottish and this and that and blah blah blah. His name's William Wallace." And I'm going, "What did you just say?" And he's telling me the story, and I'm like, that's not the story. The story I know. The story I know.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dang it, they already know the real story. They ruined Braveheart. Thanks, school.
Wasn't Braveheart like a live action Smurf movie?
Yes, it
because of
was.
the blue face.
Yep, it sure was.
Thanks for taking that leap with me, Steve-O.
Yep.
I could tell you caught that right away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
For
So it's like,
Narnia. Oh, wait,
dang
that's
it.
a different
There's
movie.
like- yeah. So there's like a list of like these epics that I'm like, dang it, my boys need to
Yeah.
see these movies.
Yeah.
But they need to be a certain
Before they
age.
learn the truth in history.
Before they learn
Yeah.
the truth, yes.
Yeah.
The movie's way
I
better
didn't know
than-
anything about William Wallace. Are you kidding
No
me?
kidding, right?
Yeah.
Gosh, that movie. So like the Braveheart, the Gladiators. Yeah.
Mhm.
What? Yeah.
Thank you for
Sword in
holding.
the Stone.
Good morning. Hello, you still there? All right, thank you. Sorry, had him on hold for too long.
Wow.
505-338-3700 if you'd like to chime in. And yeah, okay, well, I guess don't get your hopes up then.
I know,
Maybe,
right?
maybe
Like,
not.
don't hold your breath. He's been trying to do this for like 15 years.
All
Although
right.
a story of a Maximus coming back from the dead to help embattled Christians sounds awesome.
It does sound
Or what
awesome.
if he didn't really die?
Oh, Okay. Well, see, that's better. See, here
he
comes
kinda-
the Baptist.
he
Well,
kinda
there's only
swooned.
one.
There's only-
Yeah.
one who came back from the dead to help Christians, and were named after him.
Well, yes.
Christians.
And there was others. There were others that Jesus raised.
Yes.
From the dead.
Well, what
so there
if
are
Jesus
others.
raised him specifically to help his church? No, that's kind of
Oh,
blasphemous.
boy.
Just a little bit.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
hey, it's been nice
It's
knowing
been
you
good.
guys.
I'll see you guys later. Sam's want to prove my Hellboy tattoo. What?
I just like the colors. I didn't like the
Don't
subject
touch him,
matter.
Sam. Don't touch him.
I'm gonna poke you in your leg, Steve-O.
Yeah. Hey, the subject matter's even better in my opinion. It's one of my favorite characters in all of folklore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Starmy, good morning. Welcome.
Hi, good morning. I was just calling to see if you could give me your mission statement.
Mission statement?
Yes,
Steve-O,
sir.
go ahead.
You see, man, our mission statement reads as thus. They may take our lives, but they will never take our freedom.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Did you get that?
Yes. So is this a serious program or station or no in regards to the Word of God?
Hold on the phone,
well,
lady.
clearly
All right,
it's
hold
a
on.
very
Hold on
serious
one
station in
second.
regard to the Word of God.
Okay. All right. We'll just put her on hold, and you can handle that
Yeah.
during the break,
I
Steve-O?
will.
All right. Appreciate
Thankfully, it's just about time. so-
Maybe Sam can handle it?
No, I'll take it. I've been here 15 years. I could talk about
got
it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know
oh,
what?
I got it, bro.
Guarantee she's going to talk to you about that Hellboy tattoo.
Okay,
Just
cool.
Gonna say.
Have fun with that.
All right, we got to take a quick break. Live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Hang out.
Jesus is our king, but do you treat him like royalty? Here's Tim Keller on a Star 88 PowerPoint.
You will find a king. You will find a white knight. You will find a savior. You've got to. It's in your blood. King Arthur? Robin Hood? Good King Richard? A Democrat in the White House? Or somebody you're sure will someday comes along and sweeps you off your feet romantically, and someone who will save you? You need a king. And if you don't find the real king, you're going to create a false king, and it's going to poison your life. My dear friends, your physical nature will be served. If you deny your physical nature food, it will gobble poison eventually. It'll eat anything. And if you deny your spiritual nature, the king that it needs, it will gobble something. It'll gobble poison, but it will gobble.
That's a PowerPoint with Tim Keller on Star 88.
I'm captivated, I say it, I'm on a whole new retreat. My space invaded, upgraded, I hear you talking to me. It's in the boom of the thunder, it's in the cool of the rain. And I'll say, I don't ever wanna get away. Tonight is beautiful, it's got my mind on you. And everywhere I turn is a reminder. I see you in everything, all day. And every beat of my heart keeps reminding me. I see you in every little thing, all day. No matter where I go, I know your love is finding me. I see you in everything. You're all up in everything. My soul's awakened, I'm taken by all the beauty you bring. You got it blaring, I'm staring, love watching you do your thing. There's no mistaking your style, no mistaking your touch. I see the grand, I see the subtle of your love. Lord, I see you in everything, all day. And every beat of my heart keeps reminding me. I see you in every little thing, all day. No matter where I go, I know your love is finding me. It's finding me in everything, all day. And every beat of my heart keeps reminding me. I see you in every little thing, all day. No matter where Every beat of my heart keeps reminding me I see you in every little thing all day, all day. No matter where I go, I know your love is finding me. I see you in everything. You're all up in everything. I see you in everything. You're all up in everything. Oh, I can see your love in everything. And that's why you'll always be my everything. Yeah, I can see your love in everything. And that's why you'll always be my everything.
What's going on in the news today?
President Trump is increasing his rhetoric on immigration.
When they throw rocks like they did at the Mexico military and police, I say consider it a rifle.
The president is under fire for tweeting out a controversial campaign ad.
There aren't even racist undertones, there are racist overtones.
I think the point he's trying to make is that the Republican Party is the party of border security.
The gunman in the Pittsburgh synagogue massacre was arraigned. Robert Bowers pleaded not guilty to 44 federal charges. If convicted, he could get the death penalty.
Thousands of Google workers worldwide walked off the job.
They're protesting the company's response to sexual misconduct allegations.
Severe weather remains through the Midwest.
Tornado watches, tornado warnings going on. A line of storms that stretch 850 miles.
The FDA is calling the rising use of e-cigarettes by teenagers a, quote, public health tragedy.
An American Airlines baggage handler fell asleep in a plane's cargo hold and wound up in Chicago.
Officials say the guy was drunk on the job.
That's right, everybody. Good morning.
Wow.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the show, everybody. Live from the Dream Style Remodeling Star 88 Studios.
Yeah.
Sam, tell everybody where Heidi's going to be today.
Who? She's going to be at somewhere.
The Alfa Romeo Fiat dealership.
Fiat dealership
on
collecting
San Mateo.
Canned goods.
That's right.
Food.
We team up with a really incredible organization called Feed New Mexico Kids. We are #1 for childhood hunger. And, Book of James reminds us that the care of widows and orphans, this is true religion.
Yeah.
This is it. And there are thousands of kids registered within the APS school system that are considered homeless, who do not have food. So, as Christians, being called to these good works, we're going to do that. We're going to be out there from 10 to 2 today, hanging out and doing our part.
Yeah, so
do yours too.
Drop by the grocery store, maybe gone this week and got a little extra. You guys can drop them off today between 10 a.m. and 2 at the Fiat on San Mateo. Thank you to Automax. Sam Swan hanging out with us. Thank you so much, Sam.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You are a pastor.
I am.
Well, I'm really excited to see what you feel about this.
Oh, man.
I'm looking at this going, this is pretty cool. Iowa pastor preaches from bulletproof pulpit called the Sermonator.
Okay.
Oh! There's a news report. Here we go.
Christ. Pastor Mike DeMaster says the staff does everything they can to ensure the safety of their congregation.
Sometimes it makes for things to be a little awkward and uncomfortable. People don't understand why there's people with headpieces, why are you doing that or whatever. But it's all about the fact that we love each other. We love each other enough to make sure that we're going to be safe.
Pastor Mike says they'd rather be safe than sorry.
Yeah, that's right. This pastor, Sam, has the pulpit's bulletproof, and it's got a magnetic gun mount. How would you feel if you had that pulpit? Pretty safe, right?
Safer?
You feel pretty safe, right?
Yeah.
You'd feel pretty good. You'd feel more confident. Huh?
I don't know.
Let's hear some more.
And some of the steps they've taken to improve security are simple.
We stopped advertising where our nursery is. You know what I mean? When it came in, you'd walk in, you see big signs, nursery this way, whatever. We just want that to be something we can escort people to instead of advertising where that's at, because they're our most vulnerable, the children that are in our nursery.
Being security-minded also means being prepared to stop the bleeding.
All right, what happened to this guy? Was there a shooting that happened at in their town, at their church? Because that guy's pretty prepared.
Well, it's probably just a reaction to all the stuff that's been going on, and it's fresh in the news because of what happened at the synagogue in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And that's just another reminder that houses of worship are at risk sometimes.
Yeah.
Because, we want people to hear about Jesus.
Right.
We want people to come to our churches.
Yeah.
And we invite people to our churches, and we want people to, just come in off the street even and visit our churches. So there's a tension right now between the open door of y'all come,
right,
and being safe and keeping our congregations safe and our children safe, and it's a scary world for some of that. And so I don't know if anything happened to this guy or anything happened in their town or not, but this sounds to me like he's just kind of looking at what's been going on around the country the last few years or so. And maybe it gets a little bit more attention right now because of what happened in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, he says every Sunday we have 5 people on our safety team that have different posts and do different things. There's also security cameras everywhere. And even the pastor himself is at the ready right from the pulpit. Yeah, he's got a place where he can put his gun. He's got a little magnet, and it just literally sticks out in the front. The bulletproof plates that protects the pulpit, so if anybody tries to shoot at it, he can hide behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're ready.
I mean, the bulletproof pulpit, that's probably not a bad idea.
Right.
And the whole thing about the nursery not advertising where it is, that maybe we're at a day where we might have to do that kind of stuff, where we just escort them, that's not bad. That's not
right.
Unwelcoming, although some might say that's terribly unwelcoming. But at the same time, again, we want to be safe and protect folks.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely there's nothing wrong with being prepared. I think sometimes we aren't prepared enough.
Yeah.
Right.
And until something bad happens, and then we need to prepare now.
Yeah.
So good. You know what? Good on this pastor for wanting to keep his congregation safe, the kids safe. People always kind of make fun of my dad or people that like to prep.
Yeah.
But who's the one laughing when things get bad? Who's the one who's got all the ammo and the guns and the rations and the water when Donald Trump turns off your lights? What? Huh?
Boy, this just took a turn.
Oh, I mean, my dad. I was talking to my dad the other day. And,
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But
where this church is in where? Iowa?
This is in Iowa.
Yeah.
Yep. It's in Iowa. Have you ever been like that or had a family member like that, Sam, that was a prepper? Or,
no.
Did you grow up, hunting or anything like that?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
My dad was in the military, which doesn't mean he's just not a hunter himself.
What branch of the military?
He was in the United States Air Force.
And you never decided to go into in the military or anything like that?
I thought about it. I really did. But the Lord called me into ministry. And so I chose to follow that obediently.
Good, man.
Isn't that amazing when you choose to follow the will of God over
try to
some
be
other
obedient.
person's perceptions of what you should do? I'm being...
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Remember, the Stormy chimed in and said one of our church members is a certified concealed carry instructor. Well over a dozen people at our church, including my mom and dad, have concealed carry. And I carry as well. My mom's gun is pink. We have security that walks the parking lot. I don't think we'll have anything to worry about.
My mom has a gun that's pink, too.
There's a lot of churches that have security teams now. They didn't used to have that, and they have, and some of their folks are armed. And then there's some churches, that they don't necessarily need to recruit security team because they have law enforcement folks that are members of their church, and they're willing to play that role on the Sunday or whenever they gather together. We even have, it started with, I don't know if it started with this, but the earliest forms of security that we had were people walking through the parking lots.
Yeah.
In the old days, you could park your car at your church and not have to worry about it being broken into. I guess, really, you could park it anywhere and not have to worry about it being broken into.
Right.
So now we got people that walk around the parking lot and make sure that there's no suspicious. Plus, to answer questions, people drive up. How do I find the front door? How if the building is not if it's not obvious where to go.
Dad?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm watching Fox News, of course.
Of course you are. Amen. Amen to that. What's going on in Fox News right now? What are they talking about?
No, they're talking about winning. Win, win, win.
Win, 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 win.
Yeah, it's because it's like election season. They're talking about,
Win, win, win. All right.
Win. Yeah.
All those negative political ads, every 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Ugh. Right?
Win.
Win. Yeah, win.
We're going to win.
We're going to win.
Okay.
So, Dad, we were just talking about this pastor in Iowa. He preaches from a bulletproof pulpit called the Sermonator. He has a gun strapped to his pulpit. He has armor strapped around the pulpit, bulletproof armor, so he can hide behind it. He's got rations. He's ready to go. Thoughts? What do you think?
What do I think?
Yep.
Well, I know of a few preachers here in Montana that got 2 armed guards.
Yeah.
Like the pastor and the usually a deacon or something like that. Know that that's a new wave.
Yeah, new wave. Yeah, being. You know what? You're big on being prepped and ready to go. Let's talk about your guns for a second. Any new guns down in the
no
in the bunker?
I don't have any guns.
What?
Yeah, that's right.
That's
Wait a second. You don't have any guns?
No, not a one.
Huh?
Not a one.
No, I just got just one gun. That's all.
That's it?
That's it.
Huh?
Yep.
One day.
Huh?
Yep.
That's weird because when
That's all we need.
When I lived there was I want to say close to 1,000.
Well, he's a new man.
Guns?
He's
maybe?
a new man.
Maybe
he's a new man. Things
maybe a little over
Things
that?
change. Times rearrange.
Got rid of those guns, huh?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. When did you ever see any guns here?
Yeah,
Wow,
exactly.
I mean, I tripped over them all the time.
Weird.
They were always
Weird.
loaded and ready to go. And
No, don't let him.
shot myself a few times.
Don't let him fool you.
Yeah, I mean,
Huh.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
yeah, well, you know what? Just kind of siding with Pelosi a little bit. That's all.
Yeah, anyways.
man.
I gave her my guns.
Yeah,
There you
you
go.
gave Pelosi your guns. All right.
Great. Great.
How about the rations? Are you still hoarding a bunch of rations?
You know, people that do this don't like talking about it, right? Like, have you ever met someone who? Okay, gosh, I'm so sorry for
Be
him.
quiet, Steve-O.
You
Dad,
raised
go
him,
ahead.
so technically,
Go
this
ahead,
is your
Dad.
fault.
I'm talking to
Technically your
our listeners about prepping. What makes a good prepper? How much time do you spend a day just preparing for the end times? Can you turn
What
Fox
are
News
you
down a little bit?
talking about?
Fox News is a
thank
little
you.
loud.
What are you talking
You can't
about?
really hear you.
Yeah.
You can turn turn the.
I don't. All I've got is, Betty's going to Bozeman today.
Yeah?
It's good.
Going to Costco.
And to get groceries. We have to go 500 miles to
In
go
the
get
snow.
groceries.
Both ways.
500 miles, huh?
Yeah, uphill.
About a 45-minute drive. I don't know about 500 miles.
Seems about right.
Yeah.
But anyhow,
Oh, you don't want to talk
yeah.
about it, huh? Okay. Well,
yeah, what else you want? What other topic that you want?
there's a lot of topics we could talk about. I mean, hunting season just ended, right? So, did you go out this year and get an elk?
Yep, I did.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Michael, John, Mom, how they doing? Everybody alive? Grandma?
Everybody's fine.
Good.
You know, they're all doing great.
Wow. Why you sound a little uncomfortable, like you don't really want to talk to me.
exactly.
Right?
No, I know. I do.
Okay. Well.
Yeah.
All right.
In fact, I'm glad to hear your voice.
I know. I don't.
When did you leave here? How long ago?
Well, it's about, let's see, 20 years. 20 years ago. Yeah, 2018, actually. 1998, I graduated, so I guess that put us right at 20 years, pretty much.
Wow. 20th anniversary.
Yeah.
It
20
goes
years
by
ago,
so
I left.
fast.
Yeah.
I kind of vaguely remember you saying, "Well, I'm leaving."
Yeah, I did. I got in my
Obviously,
jet and took
man,
off.
it just touched his heart the day he
And
left. Yeah.
I said, well, you'll be back.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting.
Still waiting.
Yeah, still
20 years
waiting.
later.
It's okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
A heart attack later, and you're still
You
waiting.
sound like me when I left home.
Yeah. Man.
That's been 50 years ago.
Right? Gosh, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I thought I'd check on you to see how you're doing. And, Dad, turn off the Fox News.
No.
It's bad for your health. That's a scientific fact.
That's not true either.
It is true.
Just making stuff up.
Well,
up,
I'll
Steve-O.
tell you one thing right now. I think Trump is the best president we've ever had in our time.
Oh, Bill Peterson.
Amen.
You were raised by the same dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Wait, did I just call my dad Bill Peterson?
Thank you.
I think I just did.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right.
The guy is fantastic.
Uh-huh.
Actually,
He's
not.
done more for our country than anybody, any president we've ever had, including Reagan.
Yeah.
He's even done more than Reagan.
Oh, my gosh.
End this misery.
Oh, man.
Stop it.
Thank you so much.
Well,
for
Dad,
calling.
I love
We
you. I miss you.
Wait, thank you.
Wish you'd come visit me, but I know
The
you're
views and
busy
opinions
prepping.
expressed by Dex's dad are
You
not
know?
the views and opinions
Now-
expressed by anybody except for
Now I
dudes that
got my
sit around watching Fox
political
News all day.
thing in.
There you go.
Probably
It's good to
illegally. But
Yeah.
anyhow,
Obama's coming for you.
vote for Trump.
Okay.
See you later.
All right.
Bye.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Oh, man.
That's Dex.
I don't know who
Man.
that guy was. Bill Peterson's losing his mind on Facebook. He's just bleeding the red, white, and blue right now. Gosh. Guys, that was my dad, Montana, Ennis, Montana.
That's what happens, man.
He's lying. He has a whole artillery of weapons,
Okay.
guns. He's ready for
Hey,
the
on
apocalypse.
a real note, though, I actually don't fault this pastor.
Yeah, right?
I actually
I think
don't.
it's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about this regularly, being prepared, being safe, things that we can do, the measures that they're taking at the church, like having safety team holding different positions to where it's more difficult to get to the nursery because those are the ones that, they can't fend for themselves. And so I know people are like, this is fear-mongering and it's crazy, but it's like, but he's taking precautions to help his, flock, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I actually don't see any.
You know what I have right under my shirt?
What?
Bulletproof vest.
Okay, I never understood that.
What?
Is that really going to help?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they have to shoot me right in the chest.
Exactly.
So, I mean, if I get shot in the head, I'm dead.
Wow.
Or the shoulder,
This
that would
is a
hurt.
dark turn. I don't know where you went on this.
The
break,
bottom
but
of my
I hate
belly,
it.
the bottom of
Yeah.
my belly is exposed as well because it's kind of like one of those. I don't understand why they don't make them a little longer, you know. But I'm prepared.
Okay.
My kids have bulletproof backpacks, you know.
You know, the Department of Homeland Security actually told the TV station that the pastor's on the right track. We recommend people to remain vigilant, to be aware of their surroundings at all times, whether you're at the mall, at a house of worship, or grocery shopping. Yeah. If they see anything that looks suspicious or odd, they report the activity to local law enforcement.
That's it right there. You see something, you say something.
Yeah.
Something seems a little out of place, report it, man.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. I think that's how we should act. Every time I go to the grocery store or I'm out, I'm always constantly kind of just viewing the area, just looking, see if anybody's in trouble, see if anybody needs help. Yeah. You just never know.
Yeah, you don't. You really
got to be ready. See it
I
all
didn't
times.
even flinch.
I'm ready at all times. See, see that?
Yep.
See how fast that was? You come at me in the back. I'm like, wham!
Yep. You would have had
Take
me.
you out.
You would have taken me out.
That's right.
That's why I don't sneak up on people.
Yeah, man, I can see.
I just come straight at them.
That's why I got these iPads installed in
so
here,
you
so I can see behind me.
It's
They're
like
my
having eyes in the back of your head.
Exactly, Sam.
Yes.
I'm ready to go.
All right.
You know what I have in my pockets? Snicker bars.
But
they're called rations, you know?
Okay.
If I ever somehow, maybe I get lost somewhere, you know, maybe I have to lock myself in the studio because there's somebody comes in and I'm protecting myself, I have to have rations. So I got Snicker bars ready to go.
Okay. Well, good. Snicker bars are, in a pinch, they're good.
Can't say that on this radio station.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, but you just let your dad rant.
I didn't let him. Nobody heard that.
I take it back.
Music was
I forgot this is a
way
commercial
louder than my
radio.
dad. Yeah. Ask me how many pairs of socks I'm wearing right now.
Oh, gosh.
Hey, Dex.
Yeah.
How many pairs of socks are you wearing right
One.
now? Oh.
Just one. You don't need to.
No.
It's uncomfortable.
No.
You know, my feet get
because
really sweaty
if your
I have
socks
two.
get wet, both pairs are going to get wet.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should carry an extra pair of socks in your back pocket.
Right?
Or in your coat pocket or something. So if your socks do get wet, you're prepared. You've got a dry pair you can wear.
Right?
Yeah.
Ask me about my hat.
What's going on with your hat?
See, it looks like I might be in the military, but I'm not.
Oh.
See?
Okay.
You see? People won't mess with me because they think, oh, is that guy in the military? No, it just says Dark Seas. It's just a clothing company out of San Diego. It has nothing to do with military.
You can't
but
say
people
that
won't mess with me.
You can't say that on the air.
Oh. Dump that, producer.
Yeah.
Producer
Somebody
Doug?
said nobody's prepared. Everybody's on their phones. We're all distracted.
That's right.
Yeah.
Even if we are, even
Ask
if we
me
say
about
we're
my phone.
prepared.
Ask me about my phone.
What about your phone, Dex?
It's not really a phone. It's a gun.
That's
and I'm ready to shoot you if you come at me, dude. This is a smartphone that looks like a gun.
What?
I mean,
What
it's
is
a
in that
smartphone.
Coke Zero?
It's a gun, but
Yeah,
it looks like
dude.
a smartphone. What?
Ugh.
No?
No.
It's got
No.
bullets and everything in it. It's pretty cool. It's a taser, too. It's a two-way taser. Pretty cool. And I can call people on it.
Just be careful how you pick it up. You might tase yourself.
I've done it a few times. But you know
Okay.
what? It's okay.
It's not so bad.
You know what? If you've never been tased, you need to be tased, Sam.
Really?
Yeah, you need to know what it feels like. If you're going to tase somebody, it's like if you're going to shoot somebody, you have to be shot first.
To experience what
I'm
it's
just kidding.
like.
That's
not a real thing
that's
either.
Not real either. Yeah.
Gosh, dude.
Stop it.
Yeah.
You be quiet, Linda. You don't know anything, all right? You just stay out of it.
Oh. That's
You
that
know?
lady from the ad, right?
Yeah.
She did a negative ad.
Right? Against the negative ads?
I thought that was great.
Ask me about my shoes.
So what about your shoes, Dex?
They're pretty new and fun and comfy.
They're fancy
Yeah.
looking.
I can run real fast in them.
Yeah?
Ask me how many miles I run
Oh
a day.
my gosh. Is it time?
Ask me how many miles. You be
Change my
quiet
mind
over there.
about the brakes.
You ask me. You just threw me off. What was I saying?
We don't
About
know.
how many miles you run,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Come on, pay
Go ahead,
attention to
Sam.
yourself.
Ask me.
How many miles do you run? Pay attention to yourself.
Oh my gosh. See, this is what happens when Steve-O gets thrown off his game because some crazy lady calls into the radio station.
No, it was a crazy
and,
old man.
Oh, it was a
Said
man. That
lot
was a
of it-
man?
Yeah.
Really?
No, dude, you're
Oh.
not.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
I caught it. I
Yeah.
know who you're
Thank
talking
you.
about, Steve-O.
Thank you. Thank
Sam
you.
asked me about my voting.
Nope.
No,
what?
not going to do that.
No, I wasn't
seriously.
going to say that.
Okay.
Gosh, man, where were you guys going with that?
Where your dad just went. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Ask me about my affiliation to the Republican Party.
No, don't, dude. All right.
Dex.
I love this break because it's the most uncomfortable I think Steve-O's ever been in his life.
Oh.
All right. Let's take a break. 505-338-3700. People are calling in, but we can't get your phone calls because we got to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk love. What do you think about love, Sam?
I'm for it.
Yeah? You
Yeah.
pro-love?
I'm for love.
What about you, Steve-O? Are you pro-love?
So much, bro.
Oh, wow. The 10 real signs of love when we come back. And what else we got going on? We're going to talk about babies again. Somebody named their baby a crazy name. Crazy people out there. And high heels in the news. Sam, I know you love high heels.
I do.
I got some high heels for you.
They hurt my back, but I wear them sometimes.
Yeah, you know? All right, live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. We'll be right back. Hang out.
Prepare for quite possibly the greatest reunion of all time. Newsboys United, welcoming back Peter Furler and Phil Joel. All the hits with special guest Zealand. Newsboys United at the Kiva Auditorium on Sunday, November 11th. Tickets and info at premierproductions.com. Brought to you by Fill the Gap Concerts.
This week on Connect with Skip Heitzig, Skip explains that it's not enough to just know that Jesus loves you.
Jesus loves me. This I know, for the Bible tells me so, but don't stop. It's been poured out into our hearts, and if it's been poured out into our hearts, it should be poured out from our hearts. We're to be a conduit, not just a receptacle.
Connect with Skip Heitzig every day this week as he begins a series called Jesus Loves People.
Make an appointment for Skip Heitzig weekdays at 8 a.m. on our sister station, KNKT 107.1 FM. A Star 88 Supernova with Greg Laurie.
My uncle Fred Jordan, who's in heaven now, started a mission on LA Skid Row a long time ago. That mission has been there, I think, 60 years. It may even be longer. And Uncle Fred was an evangelist, but he saw these people who were hurting, and so they would feed them and provide clothing for them and try to get them jobs. And if they were addicted to drugs or alcohol, help them get off of that and so forth. He always did that. But my uncle was smart, and my aunt has carried this work on, is they'll have a great feast and they have the clothes and they have all the things to the people, but before they get this stuff, they have to hear the gospel. So last Thanksgiving, I preached before the meal started. You know, people are like, come on, preacher, get done, right? You know, but that, in our estimation, is the most important thing. Hey, we're going to feed them an amazing meal. We're going to give them clothing. We're going to give them a lot of things, but we want them to know about Jesus.
Catch Greg Laurie's teaching show, A New Beginning, on our sister station, KNKT, weekdays at 8:30 a.m. on 107.1 FM. This is KLYT Albuquerque, Santa Fe. Rebroadcast on KKCJ, Cannon Air Force Base, KPKJ, Mintmore, K201CC, Las Cruces, K203EZ, Alamogordo, K207CQ, Gallup, K211CW, Hobbs, K212EH, Silver City, K214DE, Antonito, K218AK, Artesia, K250AB, Roswell, K293AO, Alamosa, K228DQ, Portales, in the free app for iOS and Android, and online at star88.fm.
Can you hear that? My walls are falling down. I wouldn't go back. You're taking over now. I won't try to run my life. I'm giving all I've got. Been far too long and I'm not strong enough. It's time to stop. I give you control of everything, of all of me. I'm letting go. My heart is free 'cause I believe your plan is better than I'll ever know. Why would I do it on my own? This life was never really mine to hold, so it's time to be out of control. Can you see that? I'm falling on my knees. Like a white flag, I am surrendering. Now I see that you got me and I'm not gonna stress. I trust your ways for all my days and let you do the rest. I give you control of everything, of all of me. I'm letting go. My heart is free 'cause I believe your plan is better than I'll ever know. Why would I do it on my own? This life was never really mine to hold, so it's time to be out of control. I feel it in my soul. I'll never be ashamed. I'm losing all control. I'll never be the same. Oh, I give you control of everything, of all of me. I'm letting go. My heart is free 'cause I believe your plan is better than I'll ever know. Why would I do it on my own? This life was never really mine to hold, so it's time to be out of control.
Jasmine Murray, Control. Hey, Sam, say high today of 40 degrees after I say the time, okay?
Okay.
It's 9:03.
High today of 40 degrees.
Actually, I think it's like 60 degrees.
A high today of like something like 60 degrees.
Actually, I don't know what the...
Here, I'll look it up.
I don't know what it is. That's okay.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
You're underselling it, which means it's awesome and I want in.
That's right, everybody. That's
61.
Right.
High of 61 today.
Welcome back, everybody. Live from the Dreamstar Remodeling, Star 88 Studios. It's Friday. And that means we've been pumping it up. We've been talking about it for a couple weeks now. Heidi going to be out broadcasting live today from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Fiat dealership on San Mateo. And we're teaming up with Feed In 'Em Kids.
Heck yeah, man.
And I believe we have a man named Is it Jeremy?
Jeremy's the glasses guy that's in the lobby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's your name, sir?
This is Herman.
Herman, how are you?
You started, and I just met Herman, and I was like, sorry, it's my bad.
I heard Heidi say Jeremy, and I'm like, oh, I hope it's Jeremy. Oh, it's Herman.
Yeah.
It's just Herman.
Yes, Herman. Herman had the radio voice. Listen to that voice,
That's
man.
a great
it's like,
voice.
you come in and
I have
talk
a radio
to us.
face, they said. So here I am. Here I am.
Right on.
Dude, what is your role, Herman?
I'm the business manager.
Business manager. Whoo! At the Alfa Romeo Fiat dealership.
That's where we're at.
Heck
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
man. So that's obviously Heidi's going to be broadcasting live from 10 to 2 there today, collecting food for Feed New Mexico Kids. Why did y'all think it was important to jump on board and to partner for something like this?
Well, we just wanted to help get the word out because one in 6 kids in the nation don't know where the next meal is coming from.
Yeah.
In New Mexico, that statistic is even more grim. It's closer to 1 in 4.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd help do our part and help extinguish some of that.
Isn't that crazy, man? I think that's the biggest thing is a lot of people aren't educated. The first time we heard the news, we both were just like, wait, what? You got to repeat what you just said. We're number 1 when it comes to childhood hunger, and there's thousands of kids that go without 3 square meals. Sometimes they're not getting any meals. That's insane.
It's a pretty jagged little pill to swallow.
Right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's unacceptable, man. It really is.
I think it takes all of us, right? And I think we talk about this regularly, especially as Christians. Like Scripture clearly talks about the fact that we are called to care for the widows, for the orphans. This is like what true religion looks like. And so when we see these statistics, it's overwhelming. And sometimes it can cause us to just be like, man, I'll never be able to do enough. So we kind of like give up. And instead, we should have the attitude of like, you know what? I'm not going to be able to feed the 3,500 kids in the APS school system that are considered homeless that don't have a meal this weekend. But what I can do is grab some extra groceries and run down to the car dealership and do my part. Because if we all had that mindset, then maybe we really could take a bigger chunk out of that than we expect or anticipate. Yeah. So, yeah, man. And I know y'all got some cool stuff going on. Like, talk about the fact that obviously Heidi's going to be down there broadcasting live from 10 to 2. And I know when people come down and give, you guys are like giving back to the people who are giving, right?
We are. We have up to $50 gift certificate for an oil change.
Man.
Hopefully we're going to have some food trucks there and we can provide some nourishment to our donors as well.
Yeah.
So,
that's cool, man.
Dude, that's huge. So, yeah, I mean, all of us who have cars know, like, it's costly to maintain and upkeep that. So, helping there and then obviously food and whatever is pretty dope. And we shouldn't be giving in hopes of receiving, but, I mean, welcome to our culture.
Yeah, well, it's always nice to
and
get
it is
something
nice
back,
to
you know?
get something back. It always feels good when you're like, hey, thank you. You're like, oh, that felt good. All right, I'll take that. I will also take that oil change service.
Yeah, right. It's a good call.
Or whatever it may be. But yeah, man. Here, go ahead.
Yeah, here's some of the snack foods that you guys can bring down today. We always say like stuff with high protein, something that's going to fill the bellies, like cereal bars and beef jerky, puddings, those snack packs, you know, because kids, they need that comfort food, you know. You can get some fruit snacks, trail mix, boxed drinks and juices. Those tuna pouches are pretty good. Ramen noodles. So non-perishable food items, stuff with high protein, and box it up, go to the grocery store, and then just drop it off at the Fiat dealership right there on San Mateo.
Heck yeah.
Between 10 and 2. That's what's cool. There's been so many businesses that have jumped on board to be one of those drop locations or just to get the word out. There's been over 30 churches that have jumped on board to team up and do something about this problem. Because here's the thing. We all notice our city is not in good shape right now. You know, I think everybody knows or you've had your car stolen, you know?
Yeah.
The criminals, the shootings, our city is not in good shape. And it starts with the kids, man. If we're going to do something, if we're going to really change our city, this is where it starts. Because these kids that are growing up without food, they're the ones who are getting desperate and they're stealing things, you know, and then it snowballs from there, you know?
Yeah.
So we got to do something, and it starts by just doing your part.
Well, considering the fact that nationally it's 1 in 6 kids, and then you look at the New Mexico statistics, as Herman said, 1 in 4, it's like 25%, really? 25% going without? Like, I have 3 boys myself, and so imagining the fact that it's 1 in 4 between my 3 sons and myself, one of us going hungry, really? Because, like, statistically speaking, that's where we're at. We've got to do something. So I always talk about the little tuna packets, man. Those things are like $1 or something, you know, and the protein that it provides for a child. Because when you're hungry, you're not thinking about, you're not focused. You're not really able to think about anything. So we wonder why, statistically speaking, you look at the hunger problem, and then you look at our school system and the school problem and the high school graduation rates and things like that. And without focus, without that food, why are we surprised by where we're at with the school system? Because we're not providing that need, that great need. So Herman, thank you guys so much for the support and for being a resource today for people to get out there. Man,
it's awesome.
It's cool. I'm really excited for the Fiat go-kart racing that you and I are going to be doing.
I'm really excited for that.
That's my favorite
in the
part.
parking lot.
So
I didn't hear about that.
I've seen those commercials. Yeah, Dex
Heidi
and
will tell you all about it.
Kind of like
wait.
Super Mario Kart, but you know, it's going to be more with the Fiats. No,
Super Fiat kart.
It's going to be a lot of fun, man. Whoa.
That's probably like
They're
the
so
worst.
little.
Yeah,
They're so little.
Herman, get off the floor. He just fainted. He just fainted. He
Let's-
just went down.
Let's maybe not play those sound effects when we're headed out to a car dealership. I don't know.
Please
Maybe
don't.
just yeah.
I think my boss is listening.
Yeah.
We'll just focus on the kids right now.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
I hear ya.
dude!
Thank you so much,
Amazing.
man, for teaming up, being a part of, making a difference and a change in our city.
Absolutely.
So, So today, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., Heidi going to be out broadcasting live at the Fiat Alfa Romeo dealer on San Mateo.
I like the way you said that.
Alfa Romeo.
Of course, star88.fm is where you can go to find all the information. It will give you the map to the Fiat and Alfa Romeo dealership. 6000 San Mateo Boulevard, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Right here in the ABQ. 10 to 2. I've been saying Alfa Romeo this whole time. Is it Alfa Romero?
No, my last name is Romero.
Oh,
but,
okay.
So it's not. It's
not.
Romeo.
It's Romeo.
Romeo.
See, I was right. I was right.
Alfa Romeo.
What? Okay, good.
And, of course, free lunch. Thank you to Automax. And, like you said, Herman, there's going to be some cool stuff out there.
Cool stuff.
Yep.
Don't miss out, y'all. Be a part of it.
Well,
Be a
thanks
part
for
of it.
coming in, man. Appreciate you
so
guys.
much for having us and helping us get the word out.
Heck
You
yeah,
bet,
man.
All right, we got to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Hang out.
Every breath counts, especially for the more than 334,000 New Mexican residents living with a lung disease such as lung cancer, asthma, or COPD. Join the fight and walk with the American Lung Association at the Albuquerque Lung Force Walk Saturday morning, November 10th at 9 a.m. at the Hoffmantown Church. Enjoy family-friendly activities, lung health education, and inspiring stories of hope. Together, we'll raise funds and awareness for lung disease research, education, and advocacy. The dollars raised can help researchers develop better early detection methods, treatments, and ultimately cures. Create a team with your friends, family, and coworkers and show those with lung disease that they're not alone. Help end lung disease and support those who deserve a fighting chance. Register at lungforce.org/walk or call 1-800-LUNG-USA. Part of Mission New Mexico, sponsored by TLC Plumbing, Heating and Cooling, KNKT 107.1 FM, and Star 88.
Pastor Jack Graham and a Star 88 Supernova.
Do you know why some of us never win great victories, great battles for God? It's because we don't show up. We're not there for the battle. David was willing to risk it all because he knew that God was greater than the giant. Saul and the children of Israel, the armies of Israel, they were seeing David. They were saying, David, have you seen that giant? And David is saying, man, have you seen my God? My God is greater than that giant. Greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. This is the victory that overcomes the world, even our faith.
Catch Pastor Jack Graham, PowerPoint, broadcast weekdays at 10:30 a.m. on our sister station, KNKT.
When darkness tries to roll over my bones, when sorrow comes to steal the joy I own, when brokenness and pain is all I know, I won't be shaken. No, I won't be shaken. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. She no longer has a place to hide. I am not captive to the lies. I'm not afraid to leave my past behind. Oh, I won't be shaken. No, I won't be shaken. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. Oh, I'm standing. There's power that can break off every chain. There's power that can empty out a grave. There's resurrection power that can save. There's power in your name. Power in your name. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. Oh, when I'm standing in your love. Oh, my fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. Oh, I'm standing in your love. Oh, standing on the rock. Oh, I'm standing in your love.
That's Josh Baldwin, Stand in Your Love, and Frito pies. Good morning, 917.
It's chili cheese Fritos to be.
Ooh, beautiful.
Yeah. Sing along to every song.
Yeah.
I said the time, dude.
Dave 61.
It's the Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Yeah, brah. Yeah, brah. Good morning. Oh, man, alive. It's a good day to be alive. Am I right, Sam?
Yes.
Am I right? It's going to be a good weekend?
Yeah. I think so.
You know, I got to tell you, though, Sam. You know, the whole running thing with me, and I've been doing so well.
Yeah.
I haven't been doing so well lately when it's gotten cold.
Yeah, it's hard to run when it's cold. Takes
How
a little
do you
more.
do it, man?
Well, you have to be extra determined.
Yeah.
To go out there,
Ugh.
and it matters if you have good gear. Like I know that if it's like 45 or warmer and not very breezy and the sun is out, I can run in shorts, and then I put on a short sleeve running shirt, and then over top of that I put a long sleeve running shirt.
Right.
And that's usually keeps me warm enough, but also or I don't get overheated. And if I wear gloves,
Do you sweat a lot?
Oh yeah.
See, I sweat so much.
I do too, but when
and
it's
then
cold,
I get freezing cold because of the sweat.
Yeah, but if you layer up like that, you don't get as cold.
Yeah,
when
see,
you stop running.
I got some gear. I got some Under Armour pants and this Under Armour hoodie.
Yeah,
so I've ran it a couple times and it's okay, but man, I went to the gym the other day and got on the treadmill. That's the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. Treadmill is not bad because it helps you as part of your training to work on pace and stuff like that, where you kind of feel the rhythm of it.
You're right.
But I don't know that I could do a steady diet of that. Sometimes when I'm on the road and it's bad weather outside, I'll run on the treadmill in the hotel, and I just can't. Man, after about 3 miles, I am bored to tears. Steve-O's like
these chili cheese Fritos while we're talking about running and working
and
out.
he's being very dramatic and emphatic the way he's eating them as we're talking about exercise.
How the tide has turned.
Eating them away from the microphone.
Used to be me, Used to be me, just big tub of lard, just sitting there eating Frito pie, chili cheese chips.
I'm telling you right now, I would eat some of those.
I would too. Actually, they smell really good.
There's another bag out there. There's
Really?
a couple other bags, yeah.
Really?
I think they were dropped off by Frito Chris, actually.
Oh, that's cool.
That might be
Frito Chris?
a good little airplane snack for me later.
Good, man. Well, let's talk about love. Somebody called earlier and asked what our mission statement was. Love. That's what it is. Love. That's not really our mission statement. I mean, if you go to our website, I think there's one up there. But love. As Christians, we are to love.
We're called to love. John 13, 34, and 35.
Amen. Yep. Called to love God with all of our heart.
We're called to love
soul,
one another,
and spirit.
and those verses are actually like talking about those of us within the faith, loving our brother, because sometimes it's harder to love them because they're stupid and thick-headed, have really weird cultural standards that they adhere to.
Exactly.
Try and impress those upon others because they have a sad existence.
Wow.
What?
Oh my! Well, those Fritos have a little more fire in them than I thought.
Stop hitting the table. Every time you do that, my finger almost hits a button. Gosh.
No!
Stop it.
No!
What else is in those Fritos there, Steve-O?
Well, there's corn.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Actually, I don't think corn's the first. Corn is the first!
Yeah, that's why they're corn chips.
Right. Well, I mean,
right.
come on. Let's be real. It's 2018. I thought aspartame would be the first
Aspartame.
Aspartame.
Love you.
Some corn oil, some salt
Yeah.
and whey.
Maltodextrose.
Wow.
Fake cheese, which is
Red
milk
dye
cheese
number 2.
cultures
Love you,
and
bye.
enzymes. Yeah.
That's cool.
I love you.
Love you too, dude. All right. New survey asks people for the true signs of love. What do you think, Sam?
What are the true signs of love?
Yep.
Serving the other person.
Let me see
Is
if
that on
it
the
made
list?
on the list here. I mean, no, not technically, but I mean, no, it's not on the list.
Taking care of somebody else?
Taking
Is
care
Virginia
of-
on the list?
Virginia?
Because Virginia is for lovers. I used to live in Virginia.
Did you
I
really?
used to
That's
have a
their
T-shirt.
slogan.
That's their slogan.
That's really their slogan.
I used to have a
Okay.
T-shirt, one of those 70s with the piping on the sleeve and the collar.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was blue and it said Virginia's for lovers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So far, you're 0 for 2.
Oh, wow.
What is love? It's not hurting others. Baby, don't hurt Steve. No?
Nope. 0
What
for
is
3.
What is love?
Wow, don't be looking at this,
no,
dude.
I
Really?
Was, I was
Don't be
wanting
looking
to
over
read
here.
the title, the tens, real love, real.
But what's love got to do with it?
That's true.
Got to do with it.
Okay. No, he was singing Tina Turner, and you went. Okay.
Because I love you.
The top 10 real signs of love. As a husband,
Wow, you guys don't know anything about
leaving the toilet seat down.
Yeah.
love. Nope.
What?
That's not on the list.
You guys are terrible at love.
When your wife is taking a bath, you go put the towel in the dryer so when she gets out, she has a warm towel.
You know what? I'll accept that. Number 8 was warming up the bed for them in the winter.
Oh.
You were close.
That's had to do with warming.
Yeah, exactly. That's love right there.
Brenda
Warming up
calls
that
me
bed.
her personal warmer.
Aw.
When she gets
In real
cold, she
signs
cuddles
of
up next to me.
Doing the dishes before Chrissy gets home.
Oh.
I do that.
Yeah.
Not every time, but doing the dishes.
Is that on the list? Oh, gee.
Cooking all of the meals.
Well, I mean, you do all of the cooking.
I do all of the cooking.
According to you. Chrissy.
According to you.
No, she's
She
not.
may have called in yesterday to refute that claim, but
Yeah, for real. No. Actually, I take it back. What did you say? Cooking?
Yeah.
Well, here's the deal. On the list, taking them out for a meal.
no, that's not cooking.
I know, but that's the closest
But
thing.
what if you love them so much that you would rather make sure that our affairs are in order first, so that we don't have debt or anything, so we don't take them out to dinner. We cook them a good meal because we do love them. We don't want to go into debt.
It's not on the list, guys.
It's
I'm
not on the
sorry.
list. Okay.
According to this survey, these are the 10 real signs of love.
I did
and-
take Chrissy out for a big old steak dinner for our anniversary. Does that count?
there you go.
Oh,
Love.
okay.
Love.
Yeah. Yeah.
Staycation at Hotel Chaco.
Let me give you a couple of these. Being quiet in the morning while you get ready if they're still asleep.
I do that every day.
Do you?
I really do.
Okay.
I do that.
All right.
And then there were times where she'd be like sound asleep, and I'm like, I'm not going to kiss her. I'm just going to sneak out. And then she'd be mad at me later, so I've learned my lesson.
Yeah, kiss her anyway.
So I kiss her anyway. Even
Okay.
if she's snoring,
That's
man,
what.
I just go,
Yep.
I love you.
I think I love him.
Yep.
Me too.
Always do that.
Okay.
I last night actually had to say sorry for something and meant it.
Really?
Is
You
that-
meant it?
Yeah.
Nope.
Because isn't there a movie that's like actually loving? It's like never having to say sorry.
Yeah, it's called a love story.
Oh.
Strangely enough.
Is it never having to say sorry?
No.
Because that's a lie.
Yeah.
Because I've learned you say sorry a lot.
Love is constantly having to say you're sorry.
Yes,
In fact, I'm
constantly
sorry I
saying
said that.
it.
I apologize.
Yeah, that's good. That's good, Sam.
Carl says detailing my wife's car.
Oh, yeah.
Detailing the car?
You know,
watching
not
the car?
on the list, but there's one here on the list that honestly, I think if I did this for somebody, that's true love. And when it comes to food, if I give you the last bite of anything that I
Yeah.
love to eat, that's true love.
I agree.
And that's on the list. Yep. Saving that last piece of chocolate for them was on the list, but I think
okay.
it could be, honestly, anything you love.
Yeah.
How about putting the laundry in the dryer?
No, not in the
Not
list,
on the list.
but
doing the laundry.
Okay.
doing the laundry.
I do all the
no.
laundry.
Yeah. Allowing your wife to put their cold feet on you. That's love.
Ooh,
Huh?
it's
Yeah.
not on the list.
Oh, my gosh.
No, it's not on the list, guys.
Wait, what? Okay, Dex.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're all curious.
Yes.
What is on the list?
All right. Let's see. Surprising them with a trip.
Like when they walk across the room, you stick your foot out?
That
kind of is that
you
what you
trip? Yeah, you like a total
surprise! I really love you.
Okay. Let's see. Saving. Okay, we did that one. Calling or texting when you say you will.
Oh, that's just common courtesy.
Yeah,
That's not.
these are
Hey,
terrible.
they surveyed thousands of people, and this is what they came up with. Traveling long distances to see each other.
Okay.
How far would you travel?
Well, I don't have to. I'm married
Right.
to the person I love.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a good one. Being comfortable sitting there in silence. You should be able to just sit there and you don't have to say anything.
I like that one.
That means I really, really love my sons.
Yeah.
Because every time I drive them to anything, it's
They're-
like silence in the car. How's your day? Good.
Yeah. Ugh.
What's going on at school?
Adolescent, pre-adolescent.
It's so weird to
Same.
me.
Yep.
So silent.
Yeah,
But
'cause it
I
used to be
do
so-
resonate.
Brody can't stop talking,
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
other two won't speak words.
So there's hope for Brody. I resonate with this one because I don't have to have a conversation with Brenda. I just want to be in the room with her.
Oh, gosh.
So,
I love you.
Gross.
I know, I'm sorry.
All right, number one. Okay, this is number one according to this survey. They asked people for the real signs of love. Accepting the other person's
Farts.
imperfections.
Okay.
So close.
That's one. Yeah, it is an
If they
imperfection.
can fart around you,
That's the sin nature.
and they don't leave or get mad, then they love you.
I don't think Adam and Eve did before the fall.
Fart?
Yeah. I don't think they needed to. Or if
Wow.
they did, it smelled like roses.
Wow, okay. Because I love you.
Did you hear that, Chrissy? Number one.
Willing to accept their imperfection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Say
I
something
love
about how
you.
Brenda doesn't have any imperfections, how she's perfect. Do it. I dare you.
Oh, I can't say that.
Love you.
Unless I knew she was listening.
Exactly.
Then I would change my tone.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Accepting the other person's imperfections.
I think that's kind of a negative way to say that. A better way to say that would be accepting them as they are.
Yeah.
But Jesus doesn't. I mean, he loves us, but he loves us enough to not leave us the way we are. He wants to
Yeah, well,
better
you know,
us, you
he's the son of God.
right.
Oh,
Well, I
he-
mean, but
he
that's
can do
like
that.
like in marriage.
He
it's
transforms
like,
our
it's
hearts,
like,
but
right,
we don't transform anybody's hearts.
No, we don't. No one's actually.
We steal their hearts.
Yes. Oh, hey, look at that.
Sam Swan?
Yes.
Love you. Bye.
Oh, that's my cue.
That's your cue.
It's 9:29.
Bye. Don't come back.
I got.
All right. I was just kidding. You're always welcome back there, Sam Swan.
I apologize. I have to leave a little early.
I won't see you next week.
You won't?
No, I'll be at 21 Pilots. So
Oh.
sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be on the show next week.
I'm on an airplane. I
Next
hope there's
Friday.
only at least 1 or 2 pilots.
Okay.
We don't need 21 to fly to California.
Guys, he's
Dad
leaving
jokes.
now.
Dad
I'm
jokes.
leaving.
He won't
I'm
be here
out.
all day.
I won't be here the rest of the day.
All right. Well, we love you. Thanks for coming in,
Hey,
Sam.
I love you guys too. Thanks so much for the
bet.
encouragement.
All right, buddy. We got to take a quick break, guys. Live from the Dreamstar Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Hang on.
Stephen Furtick makes it come alive in this Star PowerPoint.
Sometimes God will upset your priorities to show you his power in a new way. And I know it's hard to clap for that, but if God has been doing some unusual things in your life lately and it seems difficult to get Jesus to follow your agenda, maybe he is reordering your priorities. Maybe what was important to you then shouldn't be important to you now, and he's trying to show you an order of importance. That's how you can know when the presence of God is really increasing in your day-to-day life. It will shift your priorities. Goosebumps don't prove the presence of God. I get goosebumps off of Bruno Mars every time. Goosebumps and feelings don't prove the presence of God. What proves the presence of God in my life is when my priorities begin to align with his.
That's a PowerPoint on Star 88.
It's so unusual, it's frightening. You see right through the mess inside me. And you call me out to pull me in. You tell me I can start again. And I don't need to keep on hiding. I'm fully known and loved by you. You won't let go, no matter what I do. And it's not one or the other. It's hard truth and ridiculous grace to be known, fully known and loved by you. I'm fully known and loved by you. It's so like you to keep pursuing. It's so like me to go astray. Ooh, but you guard my heart with your truth, the kind of love that's bulletproof. And I surrender to your kindness. Oh, I'm fully known and loved by you. You won't let go, no matter what I do. And it's not one or the other. It's hard truth and ridiculous grace to be known, fully known and loved by you. I'm fully known and loved by find the reasons why you give me so much. I'm fully known, and loved by you. You won't let go, no, you won't let go, no matter what I do. It's not one or the other. It's hard truth and ridiculous grace to be known, fully known, and loved by you. I'm fully known and loved by you. It's so unusual, it's frightening. I'm fully known and loved by you.
Torrin Wells, known, Star 88, 934.
That song is the jam.
Oh my gosh, you just blew out my eardrum.
Why don't you have your headphones?
Because we're going to play the news clip, and I don't want to sit here with my headphones on my ears the whole minute. Gosh, that's so loud. That's the first time that's ever happened where I didn't have, like, protection on my ears, and I've heard you yell. I literally can't hear anything. Hello? Steve-O. Steve-O, 934.
What's going on in the news today?
President Trump is increasing his rhetoric on immigration.
When they throw rocks like they did at the Mexico military and police, I say consider it a rifle.
The president is under fire for tweeting out a controversial campaign ad.
Kill more.
There aren't even racist undertones, they're racist overtones.
I think the point he's trying to make is that the Republican Party is the party of border security.
The gunman in the Pittsburgh synagogue massacre was arraigned. Robert Bowers pleaded not guilty to 44 federal charges. If convicted, he could get the death penalty.
Thousands of Google workers worldwide walked off the job.
They're protesting the company's response to sexual misconduct allegations.
Severe weather remains through the Midwest.
Tornado watches, tornado warnings going on. A line of storms that stretch 850 miles.
The FDA is calling the rising use of e-cigarettes by teenagers a, quote, public health tragedy.
An American Airlines baggage handler fell asleep in a plane's cargo hold and wound up in Chicago.
Officials say the guy was drunk on the job.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So ridiculous, guys.
Could you imagine, though? You're working and you fall asleep and you wake up and you're like, I'm in Chicago.
What happened? I think it'd be pretty cool.
Oh, man.
Good morning. Welcome to the show. We're almost done. Oh, my gosh, my ear.
Sorry. Lauren said, was that a snort from Steve-O? It was. I totally snorted.
Yep, he does.
He made me snort laugh, bro. So embarrassing.
He does. Live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios, and Heidi going to be out live today from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Fiat Alfa Romeo dealer on San Mateo. She's going to be collecting the food that you guys have been gathering all week, haven't you? And if you haven't, you can always go down to one of the grocery stores and buy some of these non-perishable food items and bring them on over to Heidi while she's there today. Apparently, there's going to be some, free oil changes. There's going to be some free lunch. Thank you to Automax. So if you need that list of food items, you can go to star88.fm/events, and you can get it right there. Go shopping, guys. Yeah. Let's feed these kids. Let's educate people. I think that's one of the most important things about this whole thing is just spreading the word and telling people here in our state and in our city that there's a problem going on. Lots of kids, thousands of kids going hungry every day.
I'm going hungry.
I'm going hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. So get to it. 10 a.m. to 2 today. Fiat. Heidi.
Yeah.
505-338-3700 if you'd like to chime in. And you can also text in. What's the number?
505-585-LIVE. That's 505-585-5483.
So yesterday, Seth and Britt McVeigh, they've been sending me video messages on Instagram. That's kind of how we chat now. We don't text each other. We send each other Instagram video messages back and forth. And it's so funny because Seth is usually doing something or hanging out, watching TV. And then there's Britt just giving her husband a hard time. And for some weird reason, Britt decided that she was going to be matchmaker and try to find me somebody.
gosh.
Guess who that someone is?
No, do not talk about this on the radio. Oh my gosh.
Why? I'm the one who should be embarrassed. Why can't?
Why is that embarrassing, bro?
I mean, it's not embarrassing. That's
What's
what I'm
wrong with
saying.
you, bro?
You're embarrassed.
What's
I'm
up,
not
bro?
embarrassed.
What's up?
I'm okay with it.
You like blasting personal stuff, though,
I'm
bro.
not
Come
blasting
on, bro.
any personal stuff. There's no personal stuff I'm blasting. I'm just, I was going over the list of reasons why people are single, and I was just going, you know what? I can kind of vibe with some of these things.
Okay.
I kind of get it.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me give you a couple of these because these are the top 5 physical traits that are holding people back from dating, from going out there. I've said this to myself. I said, my abs aren't toned enough. I've had that conversation. When I look in the mirror, I'm like, they're just not toned enough. I'm not ready to date because my abs aren't toned enough.
Once you get them.
Okay?
Yeah.
Here's another thing that men said to themselves. My arms aren't toned enough. My legs aren't toned enough. My nose is too big. Okay. There's this thing called body dysmorphia.
What?
I would like to talk about. Yes. Have you ever heard of it? No? Don't laugh, man. It's a real thing. I'm being serious right now. Let me tell you about body dysmorphia. Usually people that have been overweight or even super skinny, they get something that's called body dysmorphia. And that's when, let's say this person lost a bunch of weight or they put on the weight going from maybe even almost anorexic to being normal again. In their mind, when they look at themselves in the mirror, they still see the fat person or the super skinny person. It's called body dysmorphia. I have it, bro. Something you've never had.
I can't with you,
Steve-O, because
I can't.
You've always been like perfect when it comes to your body.
Perfect?
Yeah, dude, just perfect.
What are you talking
You're like
about?
have a superhero body, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, serious.
Which one, Mr. Fantastic? I am the skinniest dude on the planet.
The Flash?
Okay,
Barry
sure,
Allen?
I'll take that.
Yeah, he's got a great bod. What?
Oh my gosh.
You can eat whatever you want.
Superhero bod?
Yeah, dude. You can eat whatever
Flash, you want. Like the kid from Incredibles. That's my body type. Not the Flash on the CW.
Listen, you don't know you've never dealt with body dysmorphia before. You don't know what it's like.
Oh my gosh.
You've been the same weight since 6th grade.
Don't even start with me. Don't even start with me. Yeah, you know what that felt like being like the quote skinny kid and always getting picked on because you were like the little guy?
Yeah. See, nobody.
So everybody's got those problems.
Oh, you know what? You're right. You're right. I think. I almost
not
think
like an
everybody.
Overweight thing. It's just a body issue thing.
It's a body issue.
No matter what.
You know who has body dysmorphia the most? Bodybuilders.
Why?
Because they're never happy.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
They're constantly trying to achieve this perfection. Think about it. When you go to a competition, you don't get first place or you get like you're constantly trying to change your body physically to look better each time.
Right.
And I think those people have it the hardest.
Yeah.
I think, you know what? This isn't funny. This is a serious topic. Body dysmorphia.
Okay.
Can't believe you're making a joke out of it, man. This is a serious topic.
Christina totally chimed in saying she thought the same superhero immediately. The Flash! But like the skinny one from Justice League that didn't work out at all.
But here's the thing.
Because his metabolism is so good because he runs. Yeah, superhero bod.
For people that struggle with weight issues, we always dream. I mean, I used to be like you when I was in high school and younger. Growing up, I could eat whatever I wanted, and I was just skinny. But when I hit about 19, 20, everything changed for me, and I've had to really watch what I eat, or I put the pounds on, man. You know me.
Yeah.
I was 40 pounds heavier.
Yeah.
January 1.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of hard work. And I have this thing called body dysmorphia. When I look in the mirror, when I take my shirt off, I still see fat decks.
Wow.
I still need to lose like 30 pounds, dude.
This is why you're single?
Yeah, bro, because I'm not ready. My abs aren't toned enough.
Somebody said me being fat is actually keeping me in a relationship. So
what?
I don't know.
Huh? Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Was that just number one, or is that the whole story?
So no, that was the top 5 physical traits holding men back. For women, the physical traits are I'm too fat, my abs aren't toned enough, my arms aren't toned enough, my legs aren't toned
They
enough.
all feel the same.
My nose
Everybody
is too
feels
big.
the same way.
Except, you know what? That was exactly like the men. Okay, for women, the personality traits, okay, that is holding them back from going out on dates or, getting into a relationship. I'm not outgoing enough. I have a low self-esteem. I'm too boring. I'm too intelligent.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Women?
Yeah, bro, because then it's like, oh, I can't even hold a conversation with them. So out of that scent. It's awful.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
Seriously.
And I'm too outspoken.
So serious.
Those are the personality traits for women.
Really?
Now for
I'm
men,
too outspoken?
I'm too outspoken.
What culture are we in?
Okay, there's a couple of the same for men for personality traits. I'm not outgoing enough. I have low self-esteem. I'm too polite.
You know what? I can kind of hear like nowadays people talk about not wanting the door being held for them, or I say sir or ma'am to like everyone. I don't care if you're like in your 20s.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Hold the door.
I just say it, and I've gotten some funny looks sometimes where it's like, ma'am, and I'm like, I literally use that for everyone. I grew up in West Texas, bro. Sorry.
Yeah, and you know what? If you are going on a date, you open that car door for the lady, man.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm too boring was another personality trait that men have. Yeah, I'm pretty boring. Honestly, that is one of the things that I'm kind of worried about.
Is that the nerves? It's like I'm trying to. All right, going on a
My
date.
life is
first
not
date.
that exciting.
Do you think she'd
we could
be
talk
into
about
picking up
Netflix?
Taco Bell and like just Netflixing?
Maybe we could talk about like what was the last thing you binge watched on Netflix?
That's such a big question.
And the last one, I'm too nerdy, was one of the personality traits that men have.
I heard that back in the day. I always felt that way. Yeah.
Because nerds weren't accepted like they are now when we were growing up.
So I definitely get that one. I had a house full of like toys and nerddom. You know what I mean? Like I was super nerdy guy. When I met Chrissy, I had wall scrolls.
You had what?
Wall scrolls. They're like Japanese anime posters, but they're made of like fabric.
Uh-huh.
Shout out to Cowboy Bebop and Trigun.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. Somehow still
Who
landed
is
the girl.
that?
I know.
Wow.
Yeah. So
You are so woke.
I'm so woke.
Okay.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Okay.
I was so hyped in the Japanese culture, yo.
He wore a trench jacket and everything, guys.
Okay,
He was a weirdo. Let's see. 2/3 of single people say they blame themselves for not being in a relationship. Okay. 24% of women and 15% of men say there's no physical trait holding them back. Good for you.
Yeah, good for you.
Good for you. Gosh, man. I'm here today to tell you guys. I'm Dextop. Yes, I've lost weight. I look great. I look healthy. When I stand next to Steve-O, yes, he makes me look better. But I want you to know I struggle with things just like you. Body dysmorphia, overeating,
I feel like
sugar, gluten. You know, there's a gluten allergy out right now, and it's really causing a lot of problems. We'll talk more about that later, but just want you to know I'm here for you. Don't blame yourself. Go out. Make a difference.
Wow. Jess on Facebook is totally lying to you. Dex, you're perfect, heart.
Just
don't listen to her. She's
Jess
a
encourages
liar.
me so much.
She's
I
a
love
liar.
her.
He's not perfect. There are none perfect. It's terrible theology.
Wow.
He's an idiot sinner.
I love you.
Okay. Don't let anybody tell you you're perfect. You're never going to be perfect.
Well, you know what? I think that's
why we need Jesus.
Yeah, but everybody wants a partner that says that to them, Steve.
No.
Yeah,
No.
What,
Call me out
encouragement?
last night, real conversation. Chrissy super called me out on something. And I was like, and I had to like think about it for a minute. And I was like, you know what? I kind of stink in this area. I'm really sorry. I have to apologize now because she's not wrong. And I was so stoked that she called me out on it.
Go ahead, apologize.
I already did, no. Hi, I'm Steve-O Jeter. I'm the husband that does all the laundry and cooks all the meals and is really awesome.
No. I wouldn't go do that.
Although sometimes that love gets carried away and I go too far.
No, no, no.
I like
no.
being a servant of all. But you're not supposed to be a servant of all. You're supposed to just serve your spouse.
This is a nightmare.
Because when you serve all, you get in trouble.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry. I was just doing what Jesus told me.
Wow.
To do. Okay.
You want me to punch him?
Yeah.
No.
I'll punch him right now.
No.
Yep, he left, guys. He's out. Oh, he's back. You just get yourself in trouble so much, man. You're just putting that foot in your mouth all the time.
Kim says that you're fearfully and wonderfully made, Dex.
Oh, Kim. Love you. That's cool. Right on.
Love you. Bye.
I don't want to go. I don't know. It's tough.
See, you need a spouse that'll call you out when your feet stink. I had stinky feet, and my wife bought me new shoes yesterday.
Oh, that's cool. Those
new
are dope.
kicks. I know, right? She bought me new Adidas kicks because they're my fave. And I came home, and she was like, boom, new shoes because I love you, but also because your feet are really funky and you needed new shoes because you've had those for like 2 years.
I should have told you that.
And I was like, oh, man, thank you so much.
See, that's a good woman right there.
I know.
You know, takes care of you, does everything, does the laundry, cooks for you, you know, buys you things. That's what we want, right? Men? Ladies?
What?
That's what we want. We want somebody that's going to constantly tell us how great we are, buy us things, and cook us dinner. Is that too much to ask? Gosh.
Wow. I'm
single. So I guess that means something, doesn't it?
Oh, man.
Yeah. Anyways, I thought I'd bring that up because, you know, I was sitting here, I was reading about
Oh, my gosh.
Ariana Grande and Pete Davidson. That whole thing is sad. Have you been up to date on that?
Yeah, there was a promo that went out this week.
Oh, gosh.
And it was
poor Pete,
right? He thought he was being funny, but he's not funny because now his ex-lady's like, yo, dog, what's up?
Hi, I'm Jonah Hill, and I'm hosting Saturday Night Live this week with musical guest Maggie Rogers.
Hey, Maggie. I'm Pete.
Hey, Pete.
You want to get married?
No.
0 for 3.
Pete Davidson, I support you in this time where I'm sure your heart is shattered into a billion pieces because Ariana Grande, you're a terrible person.
Wait, what?
She is.
Why is she a terrible person?
Because she led him on. She said, I will marry you, Pete. And Pete goes, oh, my gosh, I can't believe this is happening to me. I'm really dating Ariana Grande. And then she dumped him. Wow. Who does that? Huh?
I mean, to be fair, they were like engaged after like knowing each other for like 3 days.
Yeah.
And then her ex died of like a drug overdose, and it probably got her realizing how short life is. And she was about to make this crazy decision that she hadn't really thought through.
Excuses,
and so she's like, I need to pump the brakes on this and stop this before it starts.
Where'd you read this from?
And then now where we're at.
Where'd you get that info? Because I didn't read about
it's
that.
Really awkward.
Yeah, I don't know. But here's what's going on now with Ariana Grande and Pete Davidson. And this is something I think we all can learn from, is because when you go through a bad breakup
when
or
you're
something.
a celebrity and you're constantly in the media.
No, Steve-O.
Oh.
Think about it. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. What do we do when things get nasty? We go to Facebook and we start telling everybody. You know, we get on a radio show and start telling everybody about our problems. What? We put our foot in our mouth constantly.
Even a fool is thought wise if one kept silent.
Amen.
Yeah.
And that's what's going on with Ariana Grande and Pete Davidson right now. They're sitting there kind of like taking jabs at each other back and forth.
He said that, and then she said something about for somebody who pretended like they didn't want to remain relevant, sure trying now. And I'm going, dang, dude, why? Why are they taking jabs? Why they got to hurt each other?
Yeah, apparently Ariana Grande has already covered up 2 of her Pete tattoos.
Oh, man.
Gosh, what a terrible person she is.
Okay, stop it. We don't know the ins and outs.
I
of that
do. I read
relationship.
all about this.
Yeah.
I follow Pete. I love you, dude, and you'll be all right. You know, here's this kid who gets thrown on SNL, and he's not used to the limelight, you know? He's just thrown out there, and then all of a sudden, I'm dating Ariana Grande. Wait, I'm marrying her?
Wait, yeah, this sounds horrible so far.
Then she dumps him, and now look at him. He's just like, you know, he probably doesn't want to get out of bed, you know? trying to pick up all of the pieces from his heart just getting shattered. Poor dude. Been there, man. I know exactly
guys,
how you feel, man.
We all know what it's like to
Don't
have
cut
to
me
hit the
off.
delete button on social media. Just maybe before you hit the post button, think about it for just a second longer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's good advice.
Yeah. Because if you post, chances are you're going to end up Malone.
Like Malone? Like Karl Malone?
No, like alone.
Oh.
But post Malone.
Oh.
See, it was a joke for people who woke.
Oh.
Do you even know, bro? Do you even post Malone, bro?
Here we go. When you post on social media. I got it. That's a bad one.
That was a terrible one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Because when you post, you better be ready to post them up. Well, how did you say it? What was it? If you post, you better be Malone? What did you say? I didn't get that. I should write it down. I'm being serious. What did you say? Like, is it, you better be ready to be a Malone? Is that what you said? I'm not up with his lingo. I don't know what he's talking about. But, you know, I do know what Pete Davidson's going through, you know. I get it. You know, I've had my heart broken.
Okay.
You know, I get it. And it stinks. All you want is for somebody to love you. And I love you, Pete. Got your back, dude.
Hey, man, Taco Bell's handing out free tacos today.
Here we go now. Taco Bell gonna give you the free burrito.
No, just a taco. Just one singular taco.
Yeah,
that was
Give
wrong.
me the tacos.
Yeah. Yeah. Steal a base, steal a taco promotion. That happens every year with the World Series, and today is the day that everybody can cash in, literally, because Taco Bell's handing out a free Doritos Locos taco from 2 to 6 p.m.
Wow, I'm sorry, Pete Davidson.
Everywhere.
Just
And
Steve-O
there's
just
you don't have to
completely
buy anything, like
derailed
nothing.
you,
It's
bro.
literally like last year Luke and I did this, and it was literally like,
Wow.
here's 2 free tacos, and I'm
Wow.
like, is this real life?
How do you think Pete
I don't
Davidson
even have to
feels
pay
that,
for anything.
You know, we're sitting there having his back.
There's
and then
no
you wanna
purchase
talk about free
necessary at
tacos.
all. It's literally just because Mookie Betts stole a base off of Clayton Kershaw in Game 1 of the World Series.
That's cool.
And when he did it, that's the first thing he said. That's for everybody.
Wow.
Make sure you go get that free taco. Hilarious.
Anyways,
moving on.
Body dysmorphia, guys. Let's get back to that.
Okay.
All right, we're done.
Oh, we made it through another week.
We did it. It's the weekend, and Heidi's out broadcasting
Of the
live here
weekend.
shortly. She's
Yeah.
going to be at the Fiat on San Mateo, the dealership right there, and she's teaming up with Feed In 'Em Kids, guys. This is a drop location.
Yeah, we had Herman on earlier from the Alfa Romeo Fiat dealership. They're going to be doing something cool, giving out gift certificates, if you will, coupon. They're also going to have food trucks out there to feed you for
Yeah, bro.
feeding the kids, which is really, really cool. That was courtesy of AutoMax.
That's right. That's right. So
There you go.
get out there. And remember, there's so many different locations around town. If you can't make it out today, Calvary, you can drop them off here. A lot of people are organizing their neighborhood. Appreciate that. But yeah, get all the details, star88.fm/events to get that list of food. All right, guys, if you missed any of the shows this week, go back to Facebook or YouTube at Star88FM. Thank you for joining us, everybody. We love you. Also, iTunes. You can download the show or through the app. It's Star88FM through the App Store. Download our app. Steve-O?
Yeah.
Goodbye. Starmy, goodbye. We'll see you on Monday.
That's all we got. There ain't no more. That's right. Time is tight. It's the end of the show.
Whether at home or the workplace, we're all leaders. Become a better leader in this leadership moment with Craig Rochelle.
The lifespan of your current systems, structure,